Welcome back
Yes, welcome back.
to
Stardew.
yeah. Decided we didn't play it enough yesterday.
I didn't realize that we spent all of our money, and now I'm sad.
Why?
Because I really, really want auto grabbers, and I forgot to buy them.
Uh, shit. We kind of gotta sell stuff so we can afford starfruit seeds.
Oh,
Is there anything you can go sell?
yeah, I have a decent amount of stuff I could sell.
Can you do that?
Yeah. I guess let me dump all of this real quick. Do I need to go sell it straight to Pierre?
Yes. Because we need it today.
He might not be open today.
Go find out.
Because of the Green Rain event. Oh, he is. That's all I have.
Okay. Can you look in our pinned messages and add those two numbers up? What are they total?
Yeah, give me a hot minute. $280.
Can you take 280 minus 37? Tell me what that is.
$243.
243, okay.
You missed some.
They might not be grown yet.
No, you missed 2, 3, 6 that are grown.
I'll be back. Oh shit, what was the total amount again?
243.
But no, before the minus.
Oh, before the minus? 280.
280, okay. Just realized it doesn't matter if I have the 37 in my account already.
Alex is back. Hello, Alex. Sent a bunch of random stuff and then said Artemis saying hello by walking all over the keyboard. Yeah. It's like a... Yeah. Definitely can tell that a cat was walking on a keyboard.
Yes. Gotta get the Pierres and sell a couple starfruit. Which is very sad. I don't want to. Can you take 400 plus 20? How much is that? 400 times 20.
Times 20?
400 times 20.
8,000.
Okay. If I can make it back to the bus in time. I almost gave you the starfruit just in case this happened. Don't leave. Don't leave. I think the combined numbers with no subtraction is 280.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't tell me you're closed, Oasis. Be open. Good.
Jeez.
What?
Secret note galore.
Alright, I'm coming back. Does this fiber stay around until you collect it? Or is it only for this day?
It will sometimes. Some of it will.
Because I'm gonna say, we need a lot of fiber.
I know. I'm getting
Okay.
fiber. I'm collecting it. Although this is not what I wanted to do today, but it's fine. How much does she sell starfruit seeds for?
400.
Oh, okay.
Make sure I don't miss any spots. Why is it green inside the shed?
Because the shed would be covered in moss, I guess. I don't know, why is it green inside our house?
Oh. Oh shit, we can use a quality fertilizer today on the surfer seeds.
Yeah, you just have to do it before you plant them.
Before I plant it?
Yeah,
Oh, then that's too late.
yeah. I know. I always remember, and it's too late.
Okay. Since we're hurting for money, I'll liquidate what we have left over. This is a whole day ordeal.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you your opinion. I read something about fishing in the sewer.
You can get a fish in the sewer.
For like leveling up.
I don't know about that. Personally.
Because you can get like a bunch of carp or something, and then you can constantly just keep catching fish.
Yeah, it's 1 in the morning, just so you know.
Yeah, I know.
You can add quality fertilizer once they're as long as you just put the seeds down. Like tomorrow, it probably wouldn't work, but I just use a quality fertilizer.
It's nice to.
You're gonna pass out very soon.
I'm almost back. Like right outside. Nice.
Cornhub has earned 1 million coins.
Yeah. God, our house is so clustered.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go. I didn't even realize Alex messaged. Hi, Alex.
I literally read their messages.
I know, but I was so, like, lost in the sauce. Panicking and getting the Starfruit dealt with. Oh, fuck.
I'm like, I read their... Alex said, bless you.
Yeah.
They probably heard you sneezing. Bitch, was I talking to you? I didn't think I was.
Huh?
Our device went off when I said Alex.
Oh. How long does these take in the keg?
Duck number 1. Don't you jump in that pond.
6 days. So maybe the wine will be done the 20th? I don't know.
I don't like having to sell in the middle of a season.
You'll find a way to get over it.
And I'm just like short. And then you make fun of me because I don't have a lot of stuff to sell.
It's for the greater good. Oh shit, I'm fucking fruit trees. Do you have the golden axe on you?
No, I do not. Oh, so now you guys start producing more truffles. Took you long enough. Can I use some of our money? Or are we saving it for something?
Go ahead.
Perfect.
I'm gonna set up the greenhouse, or at least make an attempt to.
Myrnie's not in today. So I guess I'm not. At least not today.
Can't believe we have to wait till fall to get pomegranate.
I know. I've been checking the merchant to see if he's selling one, like, every day. Or, like, every day that he's there.
Is it in their rotation?
I don't know.
Mm.
I've just been hoping that it is.
If you look up their wiki, it'll show you their rotation. Okay. I'm just gonna blame my allergies on you. You got me sick.
Whatever.
33 sprinkler. Okay. 16.
Nope. I don't think so.
Like, is there any... maybe look up pomegranate while you're at it, see if there's a different way you can get it.
Alex said, I've been talking to Kay, that's what we're going to call him, and we are planning a video game date, and I'm going to dinner, and he's going to show me how to play Skyrim, and he's going to play Zelda. That's nice.
Yeah,
That's
cool.
exciting.
Very cool.
It can be purchased from at the traveling cart.
Mm. Oh, all of our shit's inside. Whoops.
When can I?
Whoops. Whoops.
It can be. It just depends on when he decides he wants to.
Huh?
It can be sold at the traveling merchant.
Mm.
But it just depends on if he wants to sell it.
You better want to right frickin' now. I guess I can go plan this.
Where's your fishing rod at? Do you have it?
I have no idea.
Oh, there it is. Got it.
It is 19, isn't it?
Oh, I can't put a hook on your fishing rod. Damn. That's fine.
16. Whoops.
I'm gonna head to the sewers and try it.
Okay.
I was looking up strategies to level up my fishing faster.
Mm.
And that was something that I seen was eat, like, dish of the sea and fish in the sewer.
I don't know, I just leveled up mine pretty passively. What? That's not what I clicked. One spacer between the top left corner. So that would be here. Okay. I see. And 4 across. Yeah.
I seem to only be getting trash.
Mm.
I think it lied.
Off the top of my head, I would say during the summer in the ocean, because that's when you catch, like, the hardest, or at least the most expensive fish, which are usually worth more experience for catching.
Caught a fish.
Mhm.
Oh no, they were right.
Hmm.
It's really easy
Oh.
in the sewer. It's only carp, I'm pretty sure, and then they literally just don't move.
I see.
So you don't have to do anything. So then each time you get a fish, it's always perfect.
So many tillable spots. 16 quality sprinklers. 108 plants. Let me put that in our pinned messages. I'm going to add the total up while I have this pulled up.
You're tricky.
169 plus 111 plus 108, 169, 111, 108, 330, 388. And I'll just wait to plant the greenhouse. Starfruit.
Got it. Holy fuck!
Oh. You just catch a legendary fish?
I did just catch a legendary fish.
Aren't you bad at fishing?
I was fighting for my fucking life. Oh my god. Holy shit.
Well, congrats.
Oh my god. I was fighting for my life.
Mm-hmm.
That was really hard. Damn. Alright, well. I was like, why does it have a little hat? I've never seen that before.
I don't know.
I was really confused. Turns out it was a legendary fish. I know it's getting late. Leave me alone.
I disagree with that.
What?
Nothing.
How much does a legendary... I didn't level up from catching that legendary fish, and it kind of made me sad.
It's at the bottom of the legendary fishes. Oh, gold. Why the fuck was I making copper? Now I feel dumb.
Well, I caught a legendary fish,
There you go.
so...
Now we need a fish tank to put it in.
Oh, he's sleeping on the bed.
Yeah, I'm sleeping on this side of the bed. Oh shit.
Oh, I got kicked out.
Where the fuck did it put our chest? Where the fuck did it put my quartz chest? Excuse me? Oh, it got thrown up here for whatever reason.
Okay. Red cabbage is done.
Who the fuck just messaged me?
Oh. Wasn't me.
Oh. It was Cry. Cry, if
Oh.
you're watching the stream, go fuck yourself. I'm kidding. The answer is yes. I will marry you. No, he's telling me about the new Chainsaw Man movie.
Why is he always sharing the weirdest stuff?
I watched the anime. The anime is good.
I literally have to sit in the chair to open the fridge.
Yes. It's hilarious.
I'm putting my mutant carp in there. And now I can't get out of the chair.
Hmm.
Oh my... How do I get out? Help!
You gotta click in the opposite direction.
Got it. I was trapped.
Yeah.
I have a handful of things I need to do today.
Boom. There, I'm putting red cabbage in there.
Exciting. Okay. I'm gonna go... Myrnie's first. Hey, if you ever are going mining in the Skull Caverns, can you look for those auto petters?
So, I believe... No. The way it works is like... I can't actively look for them. It's a random chance for when you go to the next level for it to be a treasure room. And then within that treasure room, it's a random chance that it's an auto grabber. So I can definitely like be like, I'll let you know if I come across one, but it is impossible for me
Yeah, I know.
to look out for them.
I know. I was just saying, like, if you get one, let me know.
You will be the second person I'll tell.
What? How would I be the second person?
Well, I gotta tell Cry.
Oh, uh-huh.
I want more crystallariums.
Where? Murney, can you come back? Murney, can you... Murney, you suck.
Oh, I'm gonna go plant our ancient seeds, by the way.
Okay. I guess...
Or rare seed, my bad.
Who's the person I'm looking for? There.
What is 28 days from now? 20 days is the 6th.
I thought you could only plant that in the fall.
Greenhouse.
Oh, you're right.
26, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. Why did I just say 1, 2?
And Robin's not going to be here either. God, both of the people that I want. Stupid yoga.
I know, I'll use a calendar. Alright, be quiet for a second, please. Oh, the calendar does not help.
What are you trying to figure out?
Shush. 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 14th.
Of next month?
Mm-hmm. That's gonna be for the rare seed.
Okay.
I gotta water this bitch too, man. Oh yeah, I need a hoe and a water bucket. Durr. This is gonna take a minute. Yay. Very exciting gameplay.
Yes. Figurating.
Bruh.
Ooh, I'm gonna do something exciting though.
Good for you.
I'm so mad that all we're doing is waiting on a fucking pomegranate.
No, pomegranate.
It's actually making me mad.
This should come pre-tilled. All I'm saying.
Hi, bundle's done.
Cool. Goddamn.
All we need is a fucking pomegranate.
I don't know why I hoed this entire place. I don't have any more seats until a while. Eh. As long as the water keeps running, I shouldn't have to hoe it again. Still feel a little stupid, but that's okay. Okay, got the greenhouse set up. Gonna wait till the next harvest to plant anything. So we have like 400 spots on the farm that are tilled. Are we using a good amount? Oh my god. The number of tillable tiles on this map is 2066.
Yeah.
And I'm using 280, 388 if you count the greenhouse.
I feel like you're doing pretty good. You gotta keep in mind my animals have that whole area, and then our trees, our sap farm has that whole area.
Yeah, I'm looking at it and it just seems like it'd be kind of annoying to put a crop farm anywhere else. Plus, that's a lot of work. I'll live with 388 crops. I'll live with that. Recording software. All right.
It's not worth it to go fishing today. I changed my mind.
So now I need to get a bazillion kegs. Yay!
Yay, keg time.
It's always keg time.
Alright. I'm good to sleep. I don't know about you.
I will in a minute. Fucking lightning tearing the shit up out of my oak farm. Plenty of oak resin to sell. Well, use. I will calculate how much I need in total momentarily.
Yes, while I'm waiting. Oh, are you coming to bed?
Yeah, my fucking chest got moved all the way over here.
Oh no. That wasn't good.
What'd you do?
We're fine. We're good.
You better be. Sounded like you broke your phone.
That was my iPad.
Jesus.
We're
Oh, pain.
fine. We're good.
We'll have to redecorate when we had time.
Yeah, kinda can't get into the bed on the other side. Sauce run.
Oh, that makes me want to go to the bakery.
Mhm.
I was gonna get a maple bar on my way home the other day, but we ran into some shit. Okay. I have 169 kegs. I need... I will find out. I have to add it all up. You wanna delete that one message you sent me?
Yeah.
Cool. I need 388 kegs. Yay. So what is 388 minus 169? That is 219. Okay. What does it cost to make a keg? Jesus. 1 copper, 1 iron. So that's 219 copper, 219 iron. $219 oak, resin, and then 30 wood. 30 wood, so 30 times 219. Holy fucking shit. 6,570 wood.
That's a lot of wood.
Copper ore is 219 times 5. Jesus Christ. 1,095 ore. Same for iron. So I need 1,095 copper and iron ore, 219 oak resin, 6,570 wood. I'm pretty content with only having 388 tillable places. Perfectly content.
Yeah?
Goddamn.
Stupid tree. Hi, Myrnie. Finally here to buy 2 of these auto grabbers from you. Thank you. Perfect. It's exactly what I wanted.
I'm gonna buy a couple rings to make my life a little bit easier.
Like, what? How much?
How much you need?
I'm just curious on how much your rings are gonna cost.
I don't know until I look at them.
Let me look up something. Never mind, you're good. Oh, Robin. I've been needing to move the fucking greenhouse for weeks now. Alex said that's a lot of resources.
Yeah.
Finally.
I almost want to log into my other account to see what. I think I did a combination of a ruby ring and an iridium ring. Although I can't afford an iridium ring right now. So
Yeah.
I might just do two ruby rings. Oops. I don't know why I walked away from where I wanted to be. You can go check the wardrobe real quick, see if we don't already have any ruby rings, because they're a little expensive.
Yeah. We don't.
Okay.
Glow, small magnet, sturdy ring, and aquamarine.
Cool. I wish you could fucking combine rings. No, you got a completely different recipe. I remember I also used the lucky ring while doing the desert mine. I forgot about that. Bro just said every ring.
What?
There's a Reddit post. It's like, what's the best rings to combine? And bro just said like every ring. Yeah, you can't do that.
Oh, I just leveled up my mining.
The only thing I'm kind of thinking about is like it might even be better to farm for iron in the desert mine. So I need bombs. So I need quartz. But I have a decent amount of quartz. Oh my god, it's a lot of coal sprites. I forgot to turn on streamer mode and now every message is coming through. Who the fuck? Oh, it's Steve.
Oh. What?
He wants us to get on.
Oh.
Apologies for the Discord notifications.
Ugh. I have to chop down this tree and I don't have a leveled up axe.
As I was going with that, so I get iron and copper from using bombs in the desert mines, which means I don't have to do the boring ass thing of going to the normal mines and mining them manually. But I need quartz to get bombs, but I have a decent amount of quartz for bombs. So to get even more quartz, I need iridium, but I have bombs. Maybe if I get deep enough into the mines on a really good luck day with the bombs, I can get a decent amount of iridium to then continue to build even more crystallariums to build more consistent paths and farming towards the desert mine. That is my thinking. I hope you followed that.
I didn't, but sure.
Yeah, I need more crystallariums. Oh, here, how about this? I need crystallariums, so I'm gonna go to the desert mine to get iridium.
Okay,
Not right now.
that's fun. I wish I had like a better hat. I don't. Should buy one.
Wait, we gotta. When do we get the crystallarium from the museum?
I don't remember.
Because if that's true, then we should have 3 crystallariums, not 2. What the fuck do you spell museum? Oh, the wiki just lied. Minerals donated 50. Did we donate 50 minerals?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go check the museum in the morning then. Because that means we should have gotten 1 from the. We should have gotten 2 from the museum,
Yes.
and we should have gotten 1 from the bundle.
Yep.
But we have 2. This is problem.
Maybe you didn't get yours.
Maybe you didn't get yours.
I know I got mine.
What is it? I think I have 2 iridium bars. We can make this real quick while we wait. How much gold?
Inventory's full.
5. Jesus.
Jesus. Say boo.
Say boo. Chumamoo, 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 chumamoo. 99 gold.
So much easier.
I mean, 99 stone. Same thing.
Thank you, auto grabber. You're amazing. Wish you could auto grab truffles for me. Amazing.
Oh, wow, soda.
Bam. Done with animals. Took me 2 seconds. Am in love.
It's your fault. Go to the museum.
Is it in a chest somewhere then?
I mean, I'll look. But I got all my rewards. I think you forgot to go to the museum.
That would be impossible. I'm the one who got us to that amount.
Can you just look?
Yeah. Kind of crazy. Yeah, I just have triple shot espresso. It's gotta be around somewhere.
It's not in any of the chests.
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't know then.
What the fuck?
Did it get moved when the house got built?
No, I only had 2. I've only have had 2.
Swear you had 3.
No. No.
Okay.
Can this gold hurry up? Well, good thing I didn't go to the desert anyway, because their spirits are pissed off.
Can you make me a ton of the weathered paths? Like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks. I don't have the recipe, and every single time I try to go get the recipe, they're closed or not there, or... It's pissing me off.
Hmm. Oh wait, I'm supposed to go to the desert day prior. Shit. Oh. Forgot about that. Yeah. I'll be right back. What the fuck?
So lightning protesting you leaving. Because I'm needing you to do something for me.
Zeus would want to get teabagged by me. You fucking asshole. If you're not selling bombs today, I will be robbing your establishment. Yeah, that's right.
Alex said, I hate it when I have an idea in my head about how I want to make a petting zoo area in my game and I can't copy it into the game.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
It happens. Happens to the best of us.
Alright, I'm coming back. Who is messaging me? Go away. Steve just asked if I was streaming on Nikki's channel. Nikki does not have a channel.
I don't have a channel.
You have an approximate number of weathered paths you want me to make?
Nope. Just a lot.
Okay.
Because I keep fucking running out. Ah. Hi, Steve.
Hello, Steve.
Yes, you are here. Honey,
Here, come here.
did you make...
Bruh, you ain't close enough. There you go.
Thanks. Lore plank. Yes. Lore plank.
Motherfucking lightning. Wants to start a wants to fucking start a fight. Hopefully tomorrow will be a decent luck day. So I'd like to get this done. Let's do that, that, that. Go anything else? I have been messaged. What the fuck was I doing? Oh yeah, I was looking for a warp totem. I don't think we have, unfortunately. Which is wow, 'cause I feel like by now I should have had a desert warp totem. God damn it. How do I make them?
Is he drunk?
Mm-mm.
What?
I don't know. Holy shit, traded to the Desert Trader for 10 iridium bars? Go fuck yourself. What about the Desert Obelisk? 20 iridium bars. Well, I'm going to bed because all I gotta do is wait till tomorrow. Nikki, you're not reading his chat messages. It's so rude.
I don't know how to read that.
I've read your messages, Steve. I'll be right back. I want ice cream.
Okay.
And if this doesn't turn out well, then I will go farming for luck rings. Oh my fucking god, that scared the shit out of me.
Mr. Spoon donated
Holy shit.
$65.68. I
Holy
am supporting
fuck.
the channel.
That's a lot of money. Well, we'll accept your love.
um, give me a second.
Yeah.
Bad timing. I got ice cream in my fucking teeth. Well, thank you, Steve. You have your name is already on the board up here like 20 times. But you have put gas in my
Yes.
car. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Now we kind of have to go.
Go what?
Hold on.
Oh shit. Been really focusing. So I didn't realize that it was late.
As I was gonna say, now we kind of have to set up a gaming session with Steve.
Yeah.
Go tell Paulo and Cry that we're on, Steve. See if that does anything. But yes, thank you again. I am very much struggling right now financially, so it's highly appreciated.
Gosh.
I don't have to worry about putting gas in my car this week. Oh shit! I gotta go to the desert. Hold on. Yeah, I had that notification a little loud, so that scared the fucking shit out of me.
I'm kind of glad I didn't hear it then.
I mean, it was loud.
Oh.
So just wait here for the bus driver.
Stupid lightning breaking our paths. Okay, chickens and ducks haven't been. Oh my goodness. Discord.
Yeah, I would put on streamer mode, but I'm actively talking to Steve on Discord, so I kind of need to know when he messages me.
It's not you, because you guys are talking in the group chat. My ears. I'm gonna hear Discord notifications in my sleep. I'm still missing a fucking duck. Where are you?
Oh, Cry's a big bitch.
What?
He says he can't play because he's got work tomorrow.
I have school tomorrow. I'm still here.
I will send another $50 on everyone's behalf. What?
What?
Steve, are you okay, brother?
Steve, are you drunk?
Do I need to buy a plane ticket?
Why is Steve sending us money? That's my concern right now.
Can you... He's gonna join one of the voice channels. Can you move him when he does?
Yeah.
I have to go to the desert.
Yeah. Oh, he did. Okay.
Hello, Steve. Voice channel. Can you move him when he does?
Steve.
Hello. Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Are you using a Game Boy as your microphone?
No. I'll be honest. I don't know what is currently being used as my microphone. I don't know if it's my headset or if it is my headset. Hang on, 2 seconds. I have been having audio problems as of late.
We'll see.
And we can hear
So,
that.
long story short, my Steel series bugged out and decided it was going to constantly mute and unmute my audio.
Yeah.
So I uninstalled Steel series, and now my main microphone has decided no.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I got a fine.
Any kind of recording input. It's fantastic.
I'm gonna send you the 60 back so you can buy a fine microphone.
Discord does also do that. Hang on, 2 seconds.
Why am I
I
goobering?
apologize for talking over the top of people. That is not what I'm trying to do. There we go.
Yeah.
So much
I
better.
do apologize.
Have you heard of have you seen any of the fine microphones?
I currently have a Razer microphone with my SteelSeries headset.
That's
The problem
what,
being,
oh.
SteelSeries and Razer do not like each other. So my Razer microphone will be connected. It will show my little green light, and it will go, "Hey, no, we are not going
No.
to work."
It said, "Fuck all that."
There's literally what it said. It just went, you know what? Cross companies, not allowed. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's annoying. Good luck day, my ass. Holy shit.
There we go. It is connected now, and maybe Discord might go, "Hey, input loud? No."
There we go. Better microphone. HD spare, but let's go.
Holy shit, it's like your voice entirely changed. You turned into a different British
What just
person.
happened?
You turned it into an entirely different Brit.
Where did Steve go?
What are you doing with it?
Steve had a Riviera, but not in the gate crash trash fire that was my previous microphone.
That's so funny. How have you been?
I have been stressed.
Understandable. Oh, did
I
you?
have been, as I previously said, I've been going through a massive, like, life-changing, like, thought process as of recently.
Right.
So I've been questioning about where I am as a human, what I'm doing as a person, what my contribution to society is, and how my level of intelligence compares to my girlfriend's intelligence. Bearing in mind, she is currently studying in a biomedical engineering, so she's building prosthetic limbs and stuff like that for society. And I have been decided. Well, I've been deciding rather. That I wanted to try and get myself into gear, wanted to find myself a better job to try and help support her dreams and try and get us a house. And hopefully within the next 6 months, I'm hopefully to be driving soon.
That's nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
I do
So, yeah, go on.
Oh, if you want to finish your thought, because I have a long reply.
No, go ahead.
So I have a little bit of experience with that. So I believe, if I'm correct, what you might be experiencing is called time anxiety. Pretty much the, oh shit, what the fuck am I doing? And what I need to be doing needs to be good, and what I'm doing right now probably isn't good enough. So I experienced that specifically when I was in between. Oh motherfucking! This is not a good luck day. I've been lied to for real. I experienced that specifically when I was in between jobs. And the reason why I work in the public sector is like literally the way you put it, like what is my contribution to society? There's so much bad out there. I want to be one of the good guys. So that's like the debt I pay is, you know, putting on a gun and a badge every day and going to work and saying, hey, that's my contribution. But I've learned something. I've learned a couple things. At least in my experience out there, the majority of people in the domestic world, and this is really bad for me to say on stream, but I'm speaking from personal experience, okay? The majority of people I've personally dealt with in the field domestically become victims because either they choose to be a victim or they allow themselves to be a victim. Trust me, there's a point. I have a point to all of this. So, like, a lot of, like, almost every single domestic violence case I've gone to is, oh yeah, they've been beating the shit out of me for the past few years. I'm like, when are you still with them? And then I'll go to like a fucking mom pulls a knife on her son, and she's like, well, that bitch was stealing money from me, and the son's like, yeah, I hate my mom. I'm like, okay, do you have anywhere to go? And he's like, yeah, I could go down the road and stay with my aunt. She's pretty cool and she likes me. I'm like, what the fuck won't you go do that? And so apply that to like fucking everything. I like everybody I've talked to is like, oh, you're in this position because you either put yourself there or you refuse to get out of it, even though you had an option to do so. 99% of the time. So I think there's a, not that there isn't a big problem, but I think there's a big illusion when it comes to domestic problems that there's a bazillion victims. Like, there are real victims and people who could not do anything about their situation. I fully acknowledge that. It's just, by majority, I've come across people who purposefully put themselves there.
Yes, I agree.
So in doing so, I realized that, you know, if people really wanted to, they could fend for themselves, they could serve themselves. And I started thinking about, like, okay, well, at the end of the day, like, I have a wife, you know, I might have kids someday, and my life is gonna end soon. Who's gonna serve me? What service do I get out of being alive? Like, I can't only live just to support others, because you can't fill anybody else's cup if your glass is empty, right? So I started thinking about, like, what do I want to do? What do I want out of life? And the conclusion that I personally came to is that it is okay to do what the fuck you want as long as it makes you happy and you're not hurting anybody else in the process. And my point to that is, like, I want to get too caught up on, like, what your contribution to society is. Because if society wanted to move dramatically forward, it fucking would.
Yeah, what?
And your...
If they
yeah. Your aspirations and what you want out of life, because you only get to live it once too, should be well, actually, well, now you got a partner. You and your partner's aspirations should be the only real thing on your mind, in my personal opinion. But again, if it makes you, if what providing to society is what makes you happy and is what gives you purpose, and, like, by all means, I would just avoid the danger of getting hung up on it, because that's when you get anxiety about your situation and you'll never be happy with where you are, because you're like, oh, I could always be doing more.
Well, with me, like, specifically, is I want to find my place. So when it comes to, like, working with my current job, I'm an administrator for a logistics company. However, I'm getting paid minimal wage for a job of 3 people.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, so it's one of them scenarios of where it's like, I would much rather be able to find myself a position where I could end up getting paid for the amount of work that I end up doing. I'd much rather... I'd much rather be in a situation where I can help people out. I'd much rather have that much of an income coming in where I can do my grocery shopping, not care about how much I've spent, and, still continue living, at least happy as Larry. And so, with my current girlfriend, hopefully my last girlfriend, we are... Well, she's currently in university, and I'm trying to do everything that I can to help support her. I'm trying to make sure that she's got enough money for groceries, and trying to make sure that she's got enough money for rent and stuff like that. And my contribution has helped with her. I don't know if you can call it escapades, but I can't help this, like, this feeling that is just nagging at the back of my brain about how she's the smart person, she's going to be bringing home, like, she could be working at a job where she's bringing home nearly 60k a year.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, I'm sat here going, hey, yeah, let me help out. Let me do my little job who's bringing 24k a year, you know, trying to add my little pocket to the pool, you know.
Mhm.
And as much as it's nice and she appreciates my contribution in helping her out, but I don't know, I just wish I was in a position where I could do a little bit more and, you know, do a little bit more with my money.
Mhm.
I want to, so I've always said this with my friends. Money is just a thing, right? Money, for me, money is just a thing. I don't care about how much money I've got. I don't care about, you know, what I do with it. As long as I've got enough money to make sure I live, whatever else I can go towards my friends. As long as they're happy and the people that I care about is content, that's all I'm happy for.
Mhm.
And so, for example, I will go out and buy people games. I will happily go out and buy people DLCs. I'll happily go about like buy people passes or that fucking Discord Nitro or you know, like subscription services, and I'll give people access to my passwords and stuff like that so we can watch movies and that all together.
Mhm.
And you know, that's what makes me happy. As I say, life is enough of a struggle as it is. Paying for things is just enough of a headache. So I'd much rather provide the support that I can and make sure other people's lives are much more happier than sitting there stressed about whether or not if they can pay next week's rent type thing.
Mhm.
So if I can help out, I will. And I just want to make sure that I'm in that much of a financial situation where I can help myself, help my girlfriend, support her, and also help the people I care about as well. Because the amount of times I've gone out and bought games and stuff like that before is like unreal.
Mhm.
Like I've genuinely with Steam alone, not even just Steam, like all the CD keys and all the key sites and stuff like that. I bought tons of games for people, just trying to show the care and support that I've got for, you know, for the people that genuinely mean a lot to me. And you know, I just want to make sure that my care and, you know, the reflection of my actions make sure that people understand that I'm not just this, you know, tight, money hungry little bastard who's trying to pull as much overtime as I possibly can get. You know, it's contributing to trying to help make sure that everybody else lives a happy life as well.
Okay. I got 2 points.
So,
Can
Yeah,
I say something?
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to college. I'm getting an education. But
mhm.
until I get that education and until I get my degree, I am broke. And even when I do get my degree, I am still not going to be making as much as I will be making in 5 years after I have my degree. So, in this case, my husband, he has a job right now. He's making a lot of money. He doesn't have a degree. He doesn't need a degree.
Well, I'm making a lot of money, but I pay $1,000 in debt a month, so.
Yeah. He's making a decent amount of money, but we have a lot of debt. But so he doesn't need a degree, but that doesn't make him any less smarter than me. Your girlfriend is going to college for something that is going to take years for her to actually make a profit off of, especially because of like college debt and stuff, which I don't know how bad it is. I don't know. But
We was actually talking about that today, about how she was originally specializing in biomedical engineering, but each of the biomedical engineering degrees ends up falling under underneath different categories.
yeah,
So she primarily wants to build on building prosthetics. Fuck me, I can't even English. Prosthetics.
Mhm.
yeah,
So she's, you know, like she's working on trying to build these supporting limbs for veterans and
yeah,
you know, for people who have who need it. And
yeah.
so she's actively been looking into the sciences, or the people who are in need, or those people who feel like they're restricted by disabilities and stuff like that. And she's got a full explanation and research paperwork for it. So, you know, like being around somebody who's so happy with the position where she's in, where she's, you know, she's confident about what she does as a study thing, supporting like the people around her and the country that she serves, is, you know, is genuinely quite sweet, and I just want to try to replicate that. Is all, like, you know. I mean, even something as simple as what I do is, as I say, I'm like a logistics administrator. So
Yeah.
I tell these, like, sort of like one of the major electronics, one of the major electronics sales people, commercial rather I should say, commercial electronics companies, like within the UK. I'm one of their one of their administrators for our area, and don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic position. Like, the position in and out of itself is a fantastic you know, it sounds like great on paper, but getting paid minimum wage, it doesn't support a proper, you know, proper living environment, nor pay, or, you know, like that, all that stuff that you kind of need to, you know, keep living as such.
I think it's important to keep in mind, though, that just because she's going to college doesn't make you any less smarter. And just keep that in mind, because like I said, he hasn't gone to, I mean, he went to college for a semester.
A few semesters.
I can bring up case laws, he can bring up case laws, but they're going to be completely different because mine are based in education and his are based in crime. So they're the same thing. We know knowledge about them, but he's not going to know what I'm talking about, and I'm not really going to know what he's talking about. So we're both knowledgeable, we both are smart, but it's just different.
So I actually have a bit of a unique insight to what you're dealing with, because my partner at work, so he's got the same job as me, he makes about the same pay, but his wife, if I recall correctly, is like the vice president of a like one of the biggest rental properties in Ohio, or at least this area. And she, from what I understand, she makes like over 100K. So what he literally said the same exact thing you just told me. Like, she's making so much, I make so much less. And I'll say that I talk to him 8 hours a day, every single day. So what he says is like, you know, I can't be there for her financially. You know, she's the one that pays for my gas. She's the one who steps in and pays for rent when we can't afford it. She's the breadwinner, right? So he's like, the way I help her isn't financial, but I'm just, as soon as I get home, I'm the one that does the dishes. You know, I take out the trash, I clean up every day. Like, if I can't help her financially, I'm going to be there for her in every other way possible. So, you know, emotionally, physically. I got a iridium bat. Sorry.
Yep, iridium bat.
Look at the spawner on top.
The iridium bat is very key on this.
Yes.
Sorry, it scared the shit out of me. But yeah, so like, and they've been together, I think, for around 10 years, and that's just that's the system that works for them. Is like, she's like, I don't fucking care as long as you're working a job and, you know, you help me around the house. And I say even Steven, because I think she works more hours too. Yeah, and like you brought up, like, money is just a thing. Like, you don't take that shit to the grave. If there is an afterlife, the person you're gonna be with is the person you end your life with. So what kind of experiences and care do you want to move on to the next life with them about? Like, they're not gonna give a shit about money towards the end of it. There's like 2 other points, but I forgot them.
It's just important to not value yourself any less just because you feel like your partner is smarter. because they're not gonna know. What do you do?
Huh?
What do I do?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember my point.
So,
Oh no, go, I'll
go
try
on.
to. All right, let me get this in real quick because you see how bad my memory is.
Okay.
I accidentally just blew up a dinosaur egg. I didn't know you could kill dinosaur eggs. Now I feel bad. God damn it. Okay, so in my field of work, what I do, the average pay for it is $16 an hour, which is not great for my area. And but there's this company that like everybody goes to because they have like the best marketing. I can't say what it is, but their employees only get paid $13 an hour, which is like not livable here at all. And then not only that, these companies that I'm talking about are like decently hard work. In the company I work at, I drive around in a car, and some days I can go an entire 8-hour shift playing on my phone, doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. Because I only work if something happens, right? Because we do like respond to calls for service and that thing. Some days nobody calls. Some days nothing's going on. Some days we have, some days we have like 9 fucking things that take hours and hours, like shootings and whatnot. So like, where it matters, it matters. But I get paid $25 an hour, doing harder work in the same field that I know people close to me are getting only $14 an hour, $13 an hour to do so. So it's like you might have to I'm not suggesting you if you want to you can, but you don't necessarily have to like completely change your career field either, because there could be a company that pays like $10 an hour more for the same thing. It's just at a different company doing maybe slightly different work.
Yeah.
Now, what do you do, Steve?
I am a administrator for a logistics company. So, for one of the biggest electronics retailers in England, I control what goes in and what comes out of the London branch. And so, I'm the be-all and end-all of what gets picked, what gets delivered, what locations are going to where, what trailers are getting loaded within within 4 different depots within our country. And so currently right now, the minimum wage within our country is about £12, £12.30, £12.40, I think. I might have to double check that with Google. Hang on. What is the UK 2025 minimal wage? I definitely know it's £12 something. I think it's £12.20. Okay, yeah. So the UK minimal wage as of 2025, effective from the 1st of April, is set to £12.21, right? So I get paid the UK minimum wage for controlling a multi-million-dollar company, which was originally created within the American borders.
Yeah.
Who came across the UK, and I'm getting paid literally the same amount of wage as somebody who would get paid at the age of 21, whilst I am 24 years old. My job should be done by at least 2 people, and I'm also expected to do much more than what I'm currently doing, and I'm getting paid as I say, the UK's minimum for this year. And so, don't get me wrong, the job in and of itself is relatively okay. It's good. It's tech based. I'm working on computers. I'm filling in spreadsheets. I'm doing, I'm telling people where they should go and what they can and can't do. But that is a manager's job. But I'm not getting paid a manager's wage. And that is my biggest problem. And so I have sat there and argued with my boss. I've argued with the people I work with. I've argued with some of my friends. I said, why am I being told that I've got to do a job of controlling the entirety of the warehouse, the entirety of the data entry, the entirety of the reports claims to make sure that we've got, declare the items that we're missing, so it doesn't come up on our oh so wonderful financial sheet saying we're missing £2,000 worth of equipment. But you know, amongst learning all this stuff and doing all this on the daily and the regular every 4 days, they end up going, hey, we require you to do more. And I'm getting to that point of my life where I'm sitting there thinking, right, you know what? As much as I enjoy doing this job, fuck working for minimal wage. You know, taking my words for money. I meant to say, pardon my French. I should say, rather. Pardon my swear words. You know, like taking the job which is already taking the mick out of me, working for the littlest amount of money that I can get each month, that are expecting me to do the job of about 3 different people, and working in a manager's position on the most littlest amount of wage that you can possibly pay me, and expect me to do overtime. I am getting to that stage of my life where I just want to learn the additional skills or find the job which would make me happy, so I can not only find myself into a position of where I'm enjoying where I'm working, but also I'm in a financial stability environment where I can help support my friends and my family at the same time. That's the problem that's the problem that I face. So I'm trying to figure out the skills that I am enjoying.
Actually,
Figure out the skills. And yeah, it's just a rough all-round scenario.
I have a little bit of experience with this. There was this Walmart that I worked at, and I was the asset protection investigator there, and then I got promoted to the asset protection operations coach, and they did 2 things. They did a lot of things, but primarily they did external theft, so that's, you know, detaining shoplifters. They also did internal theft, you know, prosecuting employees who were stealing. They did the safety and security programs, the strength, like deciding what products get what kind of safety measures. And then on top of that, they were considered the assistant manager of the entire fucking store. And I was making $16 an hour at the time. That would be like $13 an hour in today's standard. So I literally get in contact with the market managers. I'm like, hey, we need to have a meeting. And I talked to them. I was like, look at all the shit I'm doing. I'm getting you like 5 shoplifters a week, which is huge because it's a small store. I'm managing this. I'm assistant managing this entire store. I'm doing all these programs, and I'm filling in parts where we don't even have a role yet. And I'm like, listen, the guy who is the team lead, the supervisor for the fucking deli department, is making $21 an hour, and I'm making 16. What the fuck? And they essentially just told me to go fuck myself. So I ended up leaving, and then throughout the next couple years, I held a different amount of jobs, but I did this one thing that you've kind of hinted at. There was one job where I had like a lot of free time on my hand, and I wasn't making a lot, so I was like, fuck it, you know what? I'm gonna spend some money. I'm not gonna go to college, but I'm gonna get a bunch of certifications. Which is funny, I actually talked about this on the stream the other day. I went and got my armed certification. I went and got my Wicklander-Zalowski interrogating and interviewing certification. I got my certification in organized retail crime. I got like 5 certifications, and I didn't realize how much that was about to help me. So I ended up leaving this company, and I took like a really shitty job doing cash transport at Brinks. That fucking sucked. It was like 16-hour days and shit. And I'm like, okay, like I'm at the lowest of my low. What the fuck? I have college experience. I have 5 highly sought after certifications. What the fuck? So one day I'm like, I need to get the fuck out of here, man. So I go on Indeed and I apply to every single armed job there is. And funny enough, like the job I'm working right now, I've seen it like 1,000 times, but their Indeed profile is shit. It doesn't really explain what the job is. So I never applied for it. So I applied for all these jobs, and the job I'm working at right now is the only one that reaches back out to me. and they fucking they get me in an interview. They explain what the job is, and I'm thinking to myself, what? That's it? I like it's one of the easy. Like I swear, being a dishwasher was fucking harder than the job I'm working right now, and I'm making the most I have been. But I didn't plan to be here. I fell into it, and they only hired me because I had those certifications that I got, even though it wasn't even for the job I had previously before this one. I just, I got a little bit of time on my hands. I'm gonna get some certifications, build up my resume, and hope it takes me somewhere, and it did.
Yeah. Well, that's what this job is supposed to be for me. I mean, I've been working here for an entire year now. The goal is I want to have that year to be able to put it down on my piece of paperwork that says, "Hey, I'm capable of holding a job for longer than a year."
Yeah.
And I've gained the experience of said position. But the thing is, I mean, as you pointed out, with the working with your skill set and going to a different position, you've noticed that other people pay you more. Well, there's a person that I am currently working with. His name's Wayne. He's a wonderful bloke. He's probably 30, 40 years old, and he has been saying to me for the last maybe 2 weeks that the only thing that stopped him from working for another company was the fact that the position was filled quicker than he could apply to it. And that's because Porsche, like the car company, had actively went, you know what, we're hiring for a stock controller, or like a person who ends up controlling like the finance side of things, parts and mechanics, and like the inventory stuff that they've got. Basically, the job that he's doing right now. They were paying nearly 10 grand more than the current position that he's working in. And the only reason why he didn't get accepted for that position, as I said, was because of the fact that it was filled so quickly.
Right.
And I've been thinking about that day that he told me about that, and I'm sitting thinking, well, the amount of money that I get paid for the job that I'm doing, the amount of like disrespecting grief that I deal with on a daily basis, is genuinely making me consider working for another company.
Oh yeah.
There was what I've just heard as of recently from my brother. Now, my brother has taken a massive leap. He used to be a manager for working for McDonald's. Now he drives a JCB with a roller on the front and flattens out the grounds which are building brand new warehouses, literally a stone's throw from where the warehouse where I'm currently working. And he, like, I very rarely speak to my brother. I hope he's alright and everything. But, going from a position of where he's dealing with other people's shit on a daily, getting paid, like, little above minimum wage, to now where he's driving around these big machines and, flattening dirt and everything. He ends up working, like, an 8-hour shift, and he gets to go home with enough money to make sure that his girlfriend's content, his mother-in-law's content. And I don't know, I suppose you could say it's a little bit of an envy at the fact that he's gone from such a shitty position to be able to bring in so much of an income. And I want that for myself. I want to be able to be in that position of where I can bring in that little bit of extra cash. Because even with my job as it is, and my job is a very important job, but I'm getting paid peanuts in comparison to other companies. But the only thing that makes this job convenient to me is the fact that it makes me, it's easier for me to get to until I get my driver's license. As soon as I get my driver's license, I'm out the door and I'm going to a different company.
Smart. Smart. Because, it's not good. Especially in today's climate, unless they're giving you what is inflation, 33%? So unless they're giving you a 33% fucking raise every year, you're going to lose money staying at a company. It's like you got to move like every couple years to just keep up with the economy at this point. By the way, I also know how the fuck you feel. I drive a 2009 Ford Fusion with 230,000 miles on it, and my brother just bought a nearly mint 2022 Toyota Camry, and he lives with our parents. And all he has is he just has a 2-year computer science degree, and he just got a lucky break working for a hospital. And well, since he lives with our parents, he doesn't have to pay shit in rent. So I know that envious feeling, especially since I've been in the working. He's older than me, but I've been working a lot longer than he has, and he's better off than I am.
I have been working since I was 17. I'm 24 now, and the only thing that I've got to show for it is the fact that I've got a 2018. Fuck, I can't even remember the make of the model now. 2018 Hyundai Picanto 2, rather. Now, it's not the most amazing vehicle, but it is nice, small. It's a 1.2 litre petrol manual vehicle. You know, I got given that. Well, say given that. I end up paying for that out of the money that I got out of the money we got out of my nan's selling my nan's property. So the inheritance. That's the word I was thinking of. So I got that out of the inheritance that I'm supposed to be getting from selling my nan's property. So I've got that registered underneath my name. The logbook is underneath my name. As soon as I end up passing my driving tests and lessons and everything, and I've got the confirmed plastic card that says that I'm capable of driving on the road safely, you know, I've got an 18k mile, you know, nigh on brand new vehicle that is underneath my name that I can go out and drive. And I'm very excited for it. Once I get that opportunity, there has been a company that my dad my dad collects from called Wicked Brick rather. They build display cases for a lot of the major model companies. So, you know, like L'Oreal Palace, and you know, they do Lego, they do Warhammer, they do all sorts. They build plastic acrylic cases that they end up cutting and building these well, as I say, they're essentially just supports that they have their models and display cases in. And they work up in a town that is about 2 hours from me if I were driving. No, I wouldn't mind working for that company. They get paid so much just for operating a laser cutting machine.
Right.
And, you know, doing something fun and creative like that, it sounds amazing to me. Like, I've said for years that as soon as I found out about that company existing... Now, bearing in mind, I've got a plastic case from their company that was supposed to be waste scrap, but I've actively got D&D Lego figures that are, like, stored in there as of right now. And... you know, even something that has been declared as scrap that has held up for the past maybe 2 years, 3 years, it's fantastic. So,
Right.
you know, swearing by a company as is, I mean, working for them surely must be, you know, at least somewhat of a good position to be in. I was speaking to a guy as of recently at Comic-Con, and he was saying about how that he's been working for the company for the past couple of years, and he finds it fantastic. He ends up he's working with the CNC machines, he's working with the laser cut machines, you know, he's learning how to, you know, even just cut the sheets of acrylic that he needs. And, you know, it's good. It's really, really good from the position of what he's saying. And he's been, the company themselves have been spouting about how much they've been doing advertisement and trying to force this, I don't even know how I can put it. Essentially, this like dream group, like company to work for. And it's been very, very appealing over the last couple of years, and I've been questioning about whether or not if I'm going to actually work for them myself. But again, as I say, the distance is a pain.
Yeah. I'll say like jobs
do that.
jobs are also like relationships in a way. So like you have some people like me, like Nikki was my first like actual girlfriend, but when it comes to job and like, okay, let me put it this way. So Nikki's my first actual girlfriend. End up winning the lottery. She's my wife now. My brother's second job, he's making what I make, and he has a fucking 2022 Toyota Camry. but I've worked. I first went to work at Tropical Smoothie Cafe, making $9 an hour. Frisch's Big Boy, $10 an hour as a dishwasher. Subway, $10 an hour as a sandwich artist. Dollar General, I was a supervisor for $10 an hour. Rite Aid, I went to a supervisor as $13 an hour. I went to a contract security company for $15 an hour. I did a little bit of IT here and there for $24 an hour, but it was like I only got paid for like 12 hours of it in total. I like never worked for them. Then I went to Walmart and got paid $16 an hour. And then I went to JCPenney, made $16.50, moving up in the world. Then I went to Macy's and I made $19 an hour. And then I went to TJX, making $19 an hour. Then I went to Brinks, making $22 an hour, and now here I am making $25. That's like, I don't know, 15 or 16 jobs I had to feed through to find somewhere that one, not only did I actually like working, but I was actually getting paid a livable amount. But yeah, people like my brother, where the second job is when they find it. I had to go through like nearly 20 fucking jobs to get here.
Yeah. So, I mean, working on your current wage in the UK, you would end up be in a scenario of where you would comfortably be able to buy a house.
Damn.
Yeah. So currently, right now, for $25 an hour, you're earning £19 and 3 pence, right? So if we put that into,
Corey.
So if we put that into a per year scenario, you'd be earning $38,060 a year. Whereas on average, within the UK, a household in central London, you're looking anywhere between 1,000 to 1,600 for a one-bedroom place in London, which would probably equate to about $1,700 to $1,900 approximately. I'm not googling that. That is just off the top of my brain, so don't quote me on that, whether or not if it's actually true or not. So roughly about 2K like a year. That's for just for rent, electricity, and hot water. That's you could live in a city if you're living in like a rural area or like a little town area, like by where. I mean, for I'm sure Paolo has mentioned Connor at least once or twice on a few occasions. Where Connor is currently staying, you can buy a house for £38,000 a year, which, if I quickly, actually, I don't think that's per year. That's not per year. That's in total. So GBP to USD. So £38,000 is $49,936. That's to own a 2-bedroom house. Like completely own, flat out, right?
Yeah.
And so what would be, for a place like that, which is stress, even just for the standard person to own after like 2 or 3 years worth of saving. I want to be in that scenario where I can own that house, and I want to be able to still sit there and laugh and go, hey, what's that? You want that little plush doorstop thing? And I don't have to sit there and question about whether or not if it's going to break the bank account, because I'll be able to go, hey, money. I'm getting that. That's a thing.
Right.
Yeah, and with the job that I've currently got, being in a situation where I'm barely even raking in enough for me to be able to even rent not only just a house share in the UK, it's kind of rough.
Yeah.
Just trying to learn how to drive. That's for 2-hour driving lessons. I found out that it's £66 each session, which that's just like that's a large amount of money just for driving lessons. That's almost $90 per driving lesson for 2 hours.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Which, yeah, and the prices of fuel and the prices of insurance and even just trying to take in consideration, even just for the lessons, and then I've got to get my theory test done. Now, bearing in mind, also at the same time, I'm also trying to save enough money for me and Georgie. Georgie's the name of my girlfriend. Like just for a place for me and Georgie to stay, as of April of next year, for her to study her masters. It's a lot of stress and a lot of money that I've got to try and put to the side.
Yeah.
And I just want to make sure that I'm at least financially stable to try and help not only ourselves out, but, you know, and ensure that she's got enough support for the current situations.
Well, I think you got a good plan. A year at a company with an executive-like title. I mean, when you get your car and can, expand your job search that way, I'm sure you'll find something.
Oh yeah, 1000%.
Yeah,
I'm hoping that.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I was hoping after I get my driver's license, it's going to open up a lot more gateways for me to be able to find myself a better position. So, and not using my dad as the Golden Globe kind of position, but he drives nearly, maybe 50, 60 miles a day just to try and get to work. And, like one of the things I've been sitting there thinking about is, if I had the ability to be able to drive that distance and get myself a decent, proper job that pays me a sufficient amount of money, I would happily sit there and do that just to try and ensure that other people could end up chasing their dreams. I mean, for me, per se, I mean, as long as I've got my computer and I've got my friends, I don't care. But a lot of people need, a little bit more than that. And so, like, when it comes to supporting my friends and making sure that they are content, and as I say, with Georgie and her dreams of getting the master's degree out of the way so she can go work as a proper biomedical engineer and build prosthetics for people, just trying to take the little bit of a care or a little bit of a worry away about whether or not she's got the money for her groceries this month. It makes the world for me.
Right. I'll tell you this based on personal experience. So when I was working, what? Speak.
Look what I just got.
I'm in a I can't. What?
I'm sorry. I got
What is it? What is it? Tell me.
What you got? I want
a dinosaur egg.
Good. Like I'm in the middle of a dungeon in the fucking desert, fucking mines.
I'm trying not to interrupt you guys, but you guys talk a lot. I'm doing cool shit.
Anyway, what I was gonna say. So when I was working, sorry. When I was
gonna say we having deep conversations.
Yeah.
And sorry. I do apologize. I keep cutting in between.
Very cool. When I worked at JCPenney, making $16.50 an hour, and I ended up leaving that job. So that commute for me was a 3-minute commute. I shit you not, 3 minutes. I still drove because fuck it. And then I went and got a job at Macy's for $19 an hour. That was an hour drive and an hour drive back. I think it was 100 miles a day. I think it was 50 miles north, 50 miles south. And then, you just put on some music, and time goes by, and it's a good time to collect your thoughts, being away from everybody, and you also get that chance to kind of wind down from work in the car before you even get home. So it's definitely doable.
Yeah.
But the point I'm trying to make is so I had a really good commute, not the greatest pay. Then I took a job that had better pay, but a way worse commute. But the thing is, I'm not there anymore. I now work a job. That job was paying me 19. I now work a job where I'm making 25, and my commute has gone from 50 minutes to 10 minutes. Like, my job is 10 minutes away from where I live. So it's like, what I'm trying to say is, like, even if you go and get this job, that's a bitch-ass commute. That's not permanent. That doesn't need to be permanent either. You can always, a job can always open a lot closer, and now you have this year of experience here, how much time you have here, if you work on certifications in your field, or the field you want to go into in the meantime, you will be putting yourself in a position to get that job you want that's going to end up being closer to you.
Yeah.
Hello, Jason Olsen.
What they say?
They said, hi, and this is my first official appearance here.
Oh, hello.
I was making sure that they feel welcome.
Awesome.
Do you know this person? You're talking to them like you know them, so...
No. I do not know this person.
You're just a friendly guy.
Making sure that they feel, yeah, I'm just that dude. I'm just that friendly guy.
He's that guy.
You're just a chill guy.
He's that guy, pal.
He's just a chill dude. Chill guy.
I'm just a chill dude.
Are you a mod on
Just
here,
chill
by the way?
Not on your YouTube. I think I am on Twitch. But
Can somebody mod this guy?
I don't know if I can. I can try.
The eel? Hell yeah.
Yes.
Oh shit, I'm catching a fish right now. Hold on, I'll mod him in a second.
It's all good. Yeah, no, I don't think I'm modding your your YouTube, but I think I am on your Twitch.
I don't know if I can mod you. No, I
can't.
can't.
The part that I got confused, because I searched for my Twitch, I was like, hang on a second, where are they? Where are they streaming? I'm searching through all my following list offline, searching the search bar offline. I'm like, hang on a second, what's going on here? And
So
then you sent me the link to it, I'm like, they're on YouTube.
Yeah, so there's two reasons I went to YouTube. One being that I really like how, like, it's the literal second you're done streaming, the entire stream gets uploaded as a video, so you can continue to get, like, into the algorithm and views even after you're done streaming. And then I found, as you can tell by my viewer count right now, I don't know what it is, but these probably more than I have on it.
53.
Yeah, like on average, I have about 60 to 70 viewers when I go live on YouTube versus Twitch. I usually only have like 4 viewers. And I think there was one stream we did where we had like a fucking 120 viewers at one point in time. YouTube's just way better at pushing content out into the algorithm than Twitch is. Plus,
Yeah.
the watch hours I get on this stream and the views I get on this stream and the subscribers I get on this stream all go towards my YouTube partnership goal. So like you need 3,000 hours of watch time. So if 100 people are watching for 1 hour, that's 100 hours towards the 3,000 hour goal of being a YouTube partner. And they got a lot of stuff for monetization now. So it's like, I'm gonna do YouTube.
I can't believe I got a dinosaur egg from a treasure chest.
Yeah, that's weird. Also, it's 120.
I know. I was incubating my dinosaur egg.
Dinosaur.
What were you gonna say, Steve?
I was gonna say it's with Twitch now. The goals seem to be a lot more easier for you to be able to reach. However, there's not so much of an engagement when it comes to your audience. So with me, for example, without trying to self-promote, that's not what I'm here for. I currently have 301 followers with usually a consistent of about 5 to 6 people who watch my stream. So when I end up streaming, typically, depending on what I'm playing, I end up, as I say, we usually end up having about between 5 or 6, sometimes even 8 to 10 people on my streams. But with Twitch's restrictions on what audio that you can end up playing, it cuts off a lot of the audio when it comes to saving VODs. And oh, hello! I just had a pop-up saying you are now a standard moderator for this channel.
There you go.
But yeah, so with the VODs and stuff like that, when they end up cutting out a lot of the major audio, just because of one 2-second clip that end up having a little bit of sound that might have sounded remotely close to fucking Kanye's music or whatever, it ends up just muting the entire clip for about 20-30 seconds, and it gets rather quite infuriating. And yeah, it tends to be a bit of a headache. So I genuinely have been considering for a little while about switching over to doing YouTube and whatever. But YouTube hasn't been gathering that much of a traction for me. But when that has come to, it's been primarily doing like YouTube Shorts, which has been little videos that I've had from TikTok. But again, TikTok is something that's been rather quite good for like audience gathering for the stupid little meme videos that I end up posting once in a blue moon, as opposed to doing live streams on there. It's pinpointing the different pros and cons between each of the platforms.
So
God damn it! Where the fuck is my duck? Sorry.
So I'll say two things. One, so YouTube has changed it. It's a hidden algorithm thing right now. Like, I know, big surprise. YouTube has to get the idea that you're not. It wants a few different things. One, it wants to know that you're not a bot. Secondly, it wants to know you're not a fake channel. And thirdly, it wants to know if you're consistently posting content or not. So unfortunately, that's why like a lot of quality creators, you don't even see them anymore, because it now pushes quantity over quality. So like, for example, I actually accidentally tested this because I have a different YouTube channel dedicated to politics, and I made the dumb decision of posting that short onto this channel first, and I'm like, hey, maybe I'll have it on this channel. So I posted it, and within like 10 minutes, it got like 5,000 views. Cool. And then, like, keep in mind, I only have 160 subscribers. And then I'm like, you know what, this stuff should really be on a different channel. It shouldn't be on this channel. So I take the video down off of this channel. I create a new channel, and I post that video. And as to this day, it still only has 14 views. So it's like, it had the same title, the same tag, the same thumbnail, the same description. It's the same exact video. The only difference is it was posted on a different account. So I looked into it, and YouTube has this thing where it'll only promote creators that YouTube has decided, okay, based on the actions I've seen this creator take, they're definitely not a bot, they're a real person, and they upload whatever they consider as frequent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like our Ocarina of Time live streams, they only got like a maximum of like 10 viewers at a time. But like now that I've been streaming every other day or so, I get an average of like 50 to 100 viewers. And so it's like YouTube will only really put your shit out unless it's like. That's why I've been saying like our Majora's Mask videos are doing really shit right now. But my guess is once we finish about 3 game series, the algorithm will be like, okay, not only are these consistent uploads, but they're actually finishing the game. Like, YouTube likes playlists that have the word finale in it or final episode and whatnot, because they don't want to recommend video series to viewers that aren't complete, because then the viewer is going to be like, well, what the fuck? So once you have a few different, for like Let's Players, if you have a few different created series that actually put through, then and only then will they start putting that shit out onto the algorithm.
Oh yeah, 100%.
What are you making iridium bars for?
Crystallariums.
Tools.
Can I have 5?
Holy shit, what do you need them for?
Something.
I'm not actually gonna make any more crystallariums. I'm trying to get to 20 bars so that we can have an obelisk. And if I have an obelisk, I can get more iridium faster and easier.
Spicy.
I just need 5. That's it. I just want 5.
You do understand I can go an entire day without even getting a single bar, right?
Yeah.
Or like even a single ore, because you don't start finding iridium until like level 35 in the desert mines, and I can't always make it that deep. are you able to wait a little bit?
I guess.
Thank you.
Oh. The little shuffle.
What do we want to do?
I'm farming iridium.
Well, no duh.
We are wanting to do
Huggies.
video games. Huggies as well.
Yes. What have you been playing recently?
I've been playing a mixture of games as of late. I've been playing Devil May Cry 5. I bought Georgie the Skyrim Anniversary Edition, so we've been playing Skyrim together on the server that I was set. I've got Minecraft All the Mods 10 to the Sky, which has been the server that, again, I've been running off my local hosted PC. We've been playing Slime Rancher together. What else have we been playing? We have been... Well, I mean, today we played Vampire Survivors together. Which was me, my friend Harry, his friend Michael, and Georgie. And then we end up playing a bit of Overwatch. Excuse me, I do apologise.
You're
So we've
lucky
been playing a
on.
bit of Overwatch. I do apologise. I know it's a bit. I mean, it's
I'm
late
gonna
for me.
beat your
so-
ass if you say sorry one more time. Continue.
Yeah, so we played a little bit of Overwatch together, which was
I
rather
thought-
quite fun.
I thought you were from the UK, not Canada. But
I guarantee
Well,
that's not the
yes.
first time he's gotten that.
The problem is being respectful of other people. I end up apologizing quite a lot for the most simplest of things.
Are
It's
you-
not a common English thing, mind you. There is a lot of people that will decide that they want to just hurl insults
Hmm.
as much as the next person, but you know, I genuinely like to make sure that people are well looked after and more a lot more comfortable.
You're a good dude, Steve.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I'd be fucking coughing and in everybody's ear. I don't give a fuck.
The thing is, I'm very much aware of how other people feel towards certain things, and I try and make sure that I'm in that comfortable area where I'm not that awkward person or that friend that ends up saying the stupid shit.
What does that mean?
Well, I mean, let's just put it this way: with certain people that I am not even associated with, certain people that I'm aware of have decided that they were going to go from the most horrifically offensive people on the planet to converting to Christianity and other religions.
Oh my god, they got
have
worse.
declared
I'm
that-
kidding.
off the record. But you know, like the most horrifically offensive people to the point of where they've ended up having like Nazi flags
Oh Jesus.
raised. Yeah. And then converting to Christianity and other religions, which is, you know, not too bad of a thing, I suppose. But that person in and of themselves are a bit of a headache. You know, I end up putting myself into these scenarios of where I just want to make sure that people are happy. The people I care for, and you know, the people that mean the most to me, even as something as simple as just hopping in every now and then, just having a bit of a chat. Like, you guys mean the world to me. Even as something as little as just maybe even popping in just for just a quick chat every now and then. It's just to know that you guys are okay is just it means the world to me.
Yeah, well, you technically came to my wedding, so you're one of the homies now.
This is true. I did come to the wedding.
Yeah.
Virtually, but I was there.
I don't know. I don't think any other one of my online friends would have made that attempt either. So.
Even whilst I was actively at work, I deliberately ended up speaking to my manager and said, "Look, one of my greatest friends, they're actively getting married as of like 5 minutes from now. Is it okay if I go upstairs for just to make sure that I'm out of the way so I can witness them getting married?" And he's like, "You know what? Yeah, that's fine. You know, you're ahead of your work. You know, you got everything all sorted out. You can go upstairs. You can see their wedding and everything." And I'm like, "Oh, this is gonna end up causing some mayhem." the amount of things I'm gonna get away with saying. But
fine.
no, respectfully, it was a wonderful venue, and even for the littlest part that I was part of, I'm just glad that you guys ended up having such a wonderful evening. And I again, as I say, if I had my passport, I would have been there in person. Problem being is the UK being such a shithole as it has been for the last 2 years. Getting my passport has been a mission and a half. So,
Really quickly, am I able to spend money?
Yeah, that's fine.
Perfect.
Well,
but if I had my passport, I would have been there in person, and I would have been sat there besides Paolo, not just throwing myself at the camera and throwing my high-vis to the side. But I would have been in there in person, and I would have made sure that you guys had a fantastic time.
I really appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, speaking of which, we are. I don't know if you already knew. Holy shit!
Don't die. Don't die. Don't fucking die.
Did you guys see that? There's 5 fucking
What'd you
serpents.
do?
There's 5 serpents.
Oh shit.
What the fuck? Every time I want to say
Be careful.
something. Anyway, what? I don't know if you already knew about this or not, but we are already planning our next meetup for 2026. It has been unconfirmed, but what has the most votes is Canada, which is a haul and a half for you. But I brought
Very
up
much so.
Paulo and I brought up the point that, like, well, if we go to the UK, then we can meet Steve. The only issue is, and this is my fault, I've never flown before, and I have 2 things. 1, I'm claustrophobic, and 2, I'm terrified of flying. So I was like, shit, I don't know if my first flight can be 9 hours. And then that's where we were like, oh, maybe we can do Canada. But it isn't, like, set in stone. But I want to make sure you're in on that conversation.
Okay. Well, I mean, flying to Canada will be a lot more of a shorter distance. So if you end up getting to you can't really call it a mindset, more of an environment where you're comfortable enough to be able to fly for that long of an amount of time. You can understand, well, not even understand, but more of like you can get comfortable with the environment of being in the essential tin can in the sky.
Right.
And then, you know, maybe you might gain the confidence into traveling a little bit further. But I'm hoping to get my passport either reasonably soon or after I get my driver's license. So at least within the next 6 to 7 months. Hopefully within the next 6 months, because I've got a bet going on with somebody.
I, too, have never been on an airplane, but I'm not horrified of heights or airplanes, so I don't care.
My concern doesn't come from the heights. My concern comes from the people that built the thing. The
I
problem
don't really
I've dealt
care.
with enough stupid people nowadays for me to be able to question whether or not if these people have built the plane correctly.
I've been in enough like vehicles that have broken down on the side of the highway for me to not care.
That is fair enough.
So
Now, the goal for me is I'm hoping to have my driver's license, because that'll definitely help out when we come over to the States. But with the license, with the, trying to get my passport sorted out, and, trying to make sure that everything flows relatively smoothly now with Paolo, who's already travelled over across the years. He will definitely know what's going on, especially considering the airport that we had to go to, well, that he had to go to. Which is rather quite funny considering we were about 2 or 3 airports within the close proximity of each other. That would have been so much more sufficient. But, he has a lot more experience with traveling within more of the aerospace than what I do. If I managed to drag him aboard the same plane and we end up booking the same tickets alongside each other, that would have been fantastic. We can come to Canada together.
Yes.
that would be nice.
Semantics.
That would be fantastic.
The semantics.
I can get my passport quicker than I can get my driver's license. So, if this is the case, I will get my passport ordered now.
Okay, so the red tape on this is Paulo has a lot of bargaining power since he already took the longest, most painful flight last time we did a meetup, and I was like, listen, it's because I'm making you come back, and because that's not a fun flight. You can decide when we end up going, and he's like, he told me he wants to shoot for February or March area, which works great for us because that's when we'll get our tax return. That's the time of the year I'll have the most amount of money in my account. As long as I do get a tax return, hopefully. But the caveat with this is,
How do you guys plan shit when I'm unable to do shit?
the caveat is Cry would be unavailable because I think he's taking a trip somewhere else. So the worst case scenario we're looking at is, okay, if for whatever reason this falls through, like Cry can't get away or Nikky can't get off, then half of the reason we're going to Canada is, Dragon's there in the group chat.
I have seen Dragon. I know very little about Dragon. I know that they are there and they seem to be a relatively chill person.
Yeah.
So I have kind of accepted that they exist.
Yeah, so they were actually a viewer, and then we got decently close just from conversation, like you and I. And he lives only a few hours away from me because I live decently close to the Canadian border. So I was like, fuck it, let's go meet up with Dragon Snare. But we call him Goon. So the idea is, the worst case scenario is, okay, if Nikky can't get off and Cry can't get off, Nikky and I will just drive up to go meet Dragon, and we'll just get coffee for a day or two, and then that'll be an inexpensive mini meetup, and we can always plan for Canada in 2027. And then later that year, sometime later in 2026, when it's more convenient for everyone, not just a couple people, we'll do the UK. It would also, worst case scenario, would also be less expensive because I'm expecting to pay for prize ticket up here as well, up to Canada as well, and pitch in wherever I can because I'll always buy the hotel. That's just something for me. I'm always gonna buy the hotel. If anybody can't afford a plane ticket, I'll do what I can. I took out a credit card just to buy Cry's ticket. But yeah, it would only cost a few $100s if Nikky and I just drove up there. Or, it might be better if we do fly that. It's an hour-and-a-half flight. Just to get used to flying, and then later in 2026, flying to the UK because, Paulo has all that bargaining power.
Yeah.
My concern is me going to California. That's my concern.
Yeah, I'd be concerned too.
Hold on.
I'm holding on.
Sorry, I'm in a cutscene. And it's a cutscene I've never seen before.
I was gonna say, I'm sitting there waiting for the next bit.
Just give me a hot
I'm at the
minute.
edge of my seat.
I've never had a cutscene with Penny before. It was interesting. Okay.
I'm holding on to my seat.
So because of the end of 2026 going into 2027, me going to California, hopefully, you were wanting to go, honey.
Oh yeah, because you're not going to California alone. I don't give a shit what the circumstances
I mean,
are.
I wouldn't be going alone. I would be going with hundreds of people.
I don't
But
care.
you were wanting to go.
I eat some pretzels while I'm listening to this.
Hmm.
This
You were wanting to
sounds
go.
like some juicy gossip.
If you do go, and I'm gonna wait for him to open his pretzels. Okay. If if you do go, that is a shit ton of money. That's also an airplane ride that you're gonna have to do. So, how would we work that in?
Friendship.
Well, do you remember
I'm
at
just
the
saying,
beginning-
if we make plans to go to Canada and whatnot, which isn't too expensive, preferably we don't do it during the school year or during the school semester, which would begin in February. That would suck. I don't want to do that. Preferably we would take a vacation during the summer. That would be my preference. So, because we really only have next summer, and then that winter is when I'd be going to California.
Well, my answer to that is see, there's another avenue we can take here. So Nikki brought up a good point. So, like I mentioned a little while ago, I pay $1,000 a month just in debt, but realistically, my debt is only $5,000. The problem is, they're all like 160% interest, and I'm not even making up that number. That's literally what they are. They're 160% interest. And people say 30% interest is bad. Bitch, I got 160. So I pay an ass load in interest. But if I get like a $3,000 tax return and pay off a couple of my loans, then that's an extra like $400 a month I have to spend on whatever. And if I just save up for like 3 months, I'll have like $1,200 to put towards whatever I need to.
So, how much, as of right now, are we talking about that would end up putting you into a comfortable position? We don't have to disclose on stream, if need be.
Oh, I don't care.
But
So yeah, what happened is so like, you remember how I told you about Brinks and how horrible of a job that was? So
Yes.
I ended up taking a vacation. So Nikki and I were in a really bad spot because I didn't have any time to spend with her. I mean, 16-hour shifts, 8 hour, and I needed 8 hours of sleep because it was a heavily demanding job. So I never saw Nikki, and I worked there for about 9 months. So our relationship was dog shit. We never saw each other, essentially. And so I was wildly unhappy. And then I had worked there for 9 months, so I accrued some vacation time. So I took a vacation from Brinks, and even in just that 1 week where I actually got to spend time with Nikki, I was like, holy shit. The problem is the job. Like, I'm happy again. We're happy again. So I go to my boss and I say, well, first of all, I lined up a job. I lined up a job, and that's the job I'm working right now. And I go to my boss and I go, listen, I won't be surprised if today is my last day. Like, I explained to him what I just said, and he's like, dude, I don't blame you. This fucking job sucks. Like, not a lot of people get to have the time. He said it's either you work the short job or you have a family. You don't have both. So I was like, fuck it. So I stopped there, and then I was gonna start this job in early January, and then the problem is it's a government job, and the government's a bunch of pussies. So I
As is
shit
with every single company.
I shit you not. Like, I shit you not. Especially as a Brit, you're gonna find this hilarious. Since it was 10 degrees out, the government, specifically this government agency was supposed to start working for, closed for a week because it was 10 Fahrenheit.
It was negative outside, and my college still had school. They did not close. I had to tell my teachers my card wouldn't start, but that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, so like I stopped working, and I was already paycheck to paycheck, and then my start date got moved like a little over a week back, and then I didn't make it, and it's bi-weekly, so I didn't have like a month and a half of pay, so I had to take out an emergency loan, and because my credit's not great, I took out a $2,000 loan at 160% interest that I pay $250 a month on and haven't even put a dent into since I took it out because of the interest. And then I had 2 cars at one point in time, so one for me to work and one for Nikki to go to school. And first of all, it's gotten so bad I sold one of those cars. We just share the same car now. But they both broke down, and like to the point where they couldn't be operated unless they got fixed that day. So I went to take them in. They quoted me like $1,000, and I'm like, God fucking damn it. Well, she needs to go to school, and I need to go to work. So I took out another money loan, exactly at 160% interest too. I don't know what the fuck is with the 160, but it's the only one that I could find. So that was a $1,200 loan, I think, to get my cars fixed. Yeah, and then I just have I have a few credit cards left over, but they're $300 maximum, and their interest is normal. But my issue is these fucking money loans. I pay for the Rise loan, I pay $250 a month in, and then for this Credit Ninja $1,200 loan I had to take out for my cars, I pay $200 a month in. So about $500 a month in that by itself. And then what happens is, because they cost so fucking much, I end up having to take out a payday loan, which costs like $50, and it's a horrible fucking cycle. So it's like I can only really pay those off when I get my tax return. I'm just kind of hoping to have enough of my tax return left over to also do this trip. But there's no paying this off without a lump sum. Ooh, I leveled up my combat.
Oh, that's good.
I think I should kill serpents in like 1 or 2 hits now, which is really gonna fucking help. Booksellers in town. I don't know if you got that.
No, I got that.
Did you get your? I'm sorry, Steve. Did you get your money book, Nikki?
My money book?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, Steve. What were you saying?
No, it's perfectly fine. I completely forgot what I was gonna say.
my bad.
No, it's perfectly good.
Well,
Fine. You're playing your game, of course. I'm just here the special
You were.
guest, you know.
You were asking what would make us. You were asking how much it would be for us to be comfortable.
Yes. $1 bazillion.
$8 trillion.
No, my question is how much would it be to put you into a comfortable position for being able to pay pay off your loan for next month?
Like entirely?
Yeah.
I can look.
If you have a look, do you have cash out?
Brother, I will beat your ass if you try sending me money.
Genuinely. As long as I've got enough money to start to do some driving lessons this month, I don't think anybody else would care. But as long as I can make sure that you guys are well looked after, you got enough money to make sure that you've got petrol in your tank, and you're able to get backwards and forwards to work, even if that means you've got chuck a couple of dollars towards getting an extra couple of bullets for your your piece.
Extra
the
cup.
piss, the English takes the piss out
Petrol.
of the scenario.
Petrol.
Petrol, gas, fucking whatever you want to put it.
I swear to God. I swear to God, Steve.
If
you-
buying Nikki an extra special gift, just make sure you.
If you fucking do this, we're going to the UK.
If you end up
And there's
in
no
UK,
doubt about
that's
it.
Fine. That's fine. I can square up to you in the UK. I'll make sure you get the.
No,
I'll
I'm
make
saying,
sure
like,
you get
if
the
you do
finest
this,
coffee.
our trip is to the UK. Like, there's no... Between
Listen.
Paolo having to fly here, and then if you do this, like, we're going to the UK.
As much as I love Paolo, and as much as I love you guys, I'd much rather you guys come to the UK because I make sure it's much more of a comfortable position than, well, much more of a comfortable position for us as it would be for you. Because again, passport expensive,
That's a part
especially considering that they're deciding that again they're trying to put it so that whenever I want to get my passport, you got to pay nearly £25 per page because hey, let's be inclusive, and
Let's
the
be
European
inclusive.
Union don't exist no more, so fuck every other kind of boundary that we end up having for our passport. You have to pay the additional $30 per page. Fantastic.
I didn't even think about that. How the European, yeah, shit. So what? There's like 100 different fucking pages you need now.
Oh yeah, it's just okay. So if I end up searching on our government website, right? So this I can't even remember what it is. Hang on,
I will, like, literally cry. I don't want you to spend money on us.
Shut up, Nikki. I'm distracting him.
I don't want him to spend money on us. That makes me feel bad.
Okay, so do you live in the UK? Of course. My birthday, undisclosed date.
No, you sound American to me. I don't know.
Undisclosed year. Have you had a UK passport before? No. Yes, continue. I'm not going to take a digital photo.
Ew.
Pardon? Sorry?
No. Like how every company wants you to upload your driver's license and shit.
Oh, yeah, like Reddit, for example. I
Wait.
was trying to set up a server for a recent survival zombie horror, well, not even horror, open world zombie survival game.
Mm-hmm.
Reddit has declared that they want you to put a photo of your face or your driver's license
Jesus
up on their
Christ.
website, and I'm looking at it going, no, I live in Germany now.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if Google got fucking leaked, like hacked and leaked into, anybody can get hacked and leaked into. You hear that that shit came to the U.S. for porn sites, major porn sites?
Yes, yeah. The traffic in the UK has got to that stage of where Paolo actually, funny enough, Paolo actually sent a link to our one of our group chats saying that the traffic in the UK has decreased by a significant amount.
That's so funny.
Because of the fact that they decided that it was going to implement these laws, which is awfully amusing because these people that deciding that they're going to end up looking at the the bountiful websites, I should say. They have discovered that VPNs exist.
Right. I was gonna say it's not that less people in the UK are watching; it's that they're using VPNs now.
As far as the internet is concerned, I am both German, I am French, and I am from the Netherlands.
I believe it.
Yep. That's Steve.
Listen, I have a mustache. That is enough to count me as all three different counties. Countries, rather. Not counties. Countries.
They're counties now.
How do you even know
There's
what
no
counties
change.
are? That's American stuff. Counties.
Well, let's just put it this way. Netflix has a certain speciality.
Oh. Like you can choose
For
what
me to
county
get
you're in?
access to the special stuff. For me to get access to the special stuff, I've got to make sure that Netflix understands that I am from Tennessee.
Ah. So
And
like,
by Tennessee, I mean I get to watch Yellowstone without dealing with Amazon Prime bullshit.
Yeah.
oh, did you see a Hazbin Hotel season 2 is out?
Yes, I've seen it.
Some of the
I've seen first two
episodes.
episodes. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ,
it's
I gotta
so
wait till
good.
Wednesday.
I know.
What did you say?
Serpentious!
Oh yeah.
Serpentious.
Serpentious! I
Got-
can't believe he is so upset. My
I
boy,
know.
my babino.
Why are we trying to do?
He is so lost. He doesn't know how to communicate with his friends.
I want this Mystic Stone. I don't care. I want this Mystic Stone. Fuck you, killing mummies. Sorry, I didn't want to misappropriate you.
Did you look,
Look. At what?
honey?
Mm-hmm.
At the how much?
Oh no, I'm locked out of my account. I don't think I can.
Okay, if I were to say, respectfully, you would send me a specific link that didn't require you to end up having taxes, nor well, not taxes. Taxes, of course, end up attacking everybody, regardless whatever you do. But if you end up having, say, the not so generous Streamlabs administrators team.
Wait, do they have like a
that
big
was
tax
gonna
on them?
take- Well, I mean, I sent you £50, which was $68 and something odd cents.
Oh damn.
If you were to get that, if you were to take that from Streamlabs, I'm pretty sure they take at least maybe $12 of that.
Holy shit.
Don't get me wrong, Streamlabs is definitely the far better one out of everybody. However, Streamlabs still takes a significant amount as opposed to me putting, say, PayPal or, well, again, as I say, Cash App or anything like that. If I were to send
PayPal.
you the additional little bit under the counter, just to make sure that you can pay off a little bit extra towards your loan, because that'll make sure I'm comfortable. I'm gonna be in a comfortable enough position for me to be able to at least book 4 hours worth of driving lessons this month. Hell to the motherfucking yeah!
Brother. You just told me about how you want to be there for your girl, man.
Yes, and I
And-
want to be there for my friends as well.
Yeah, but you're literally like, okay, so I need to get a different job because I don't feel like I'm making enough. I can't accept it when I'm making more than you. Like I can't morally do that.
But listen, I have actively spent already £200 to my girlfriend this month towards groceries. If she decides that she's going to end up putting that towards anything else besides groceries, that's down to her fault. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I still end up spending maybe $30 towards her getting some Wingstop in the UK.
Just tell him the amount and we'll pay him back later. So that way he lets it
I
go.
want to help. Even if it's a small amount. I want to make sure that you guys are well looked after.
Just tell him and we'll pay him back.
Okay, here I'll make you a deal.
Mhm.
So, I'm expecting. I can't. Nobody can guess how much a tax return is going to be, but I'm expecting to get about $3,000 from my tax return. If I pay off this one loan, that opens up $200 a month for me, and like payments I don't have to make anymore. Which, by the way, I've been struggling to get groceries, so yeah, that'd fucking help.
How much do you expect it to be? And like you've got to pay, and I will see if I can try and match it as close as I possibly can.
I'll look in a second, but my deal is dinosaurs. I'm looking for an egg.
I have an egg. I'm not worried.
You don't need another one?
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
Okay, I'll just get the fuck out of here.
You get.
Also, if you do
Finish.
this, I mean, we pretty much have to go to the UK, which is not something I have
Yeah.
a problem with. I can
I mean,
always,
Paolo would definitely be happy.
yeah, because
Okay.
we do owe
But-
him.
Yeah.
We do owe Paulo, but if my if I actually get a tax return, you're getting every fucking penny back. That's my deal.
If I can help out, I want to, because you guys have held up such a major part of my life. Even if it means that I've been busy and
Yeah.
I've been working my ass off, you guys have still held such a high regard in my life.
Likewise,
So-
dude. That's why I fucking reached out to you. I'm like, where the fuck are you?
I know. I do apologize. I have disappeared off the face of the earth purely just because of the fact that I'm trying to pull in as much amount of hours as I possibly can in overtime to just try and pay off the the little bits.
Trust
And
me, yeah.
most of which I've paid off, so it's not so much of a problem.
Yeah, trust me, brother. I get it, dude. Like Nikki can tell you, my time at Brinks, like there was no such thing as having friends, no such thing as
Yeah.
having a home. I didn't even have a home life. I went home and I got right into bed. I literally didn't even see Nikki, so it's fucking horrible. And you're a better man than I am for being able to put up with that. For that, how long have you been doing this?
I've been working for this company now for the past year, I want to say.
Yeah,
And
I did it for 9 months before I called it quits.
Yeah.
I couldn't take it anymore. I just couldn't fucking do it.
Mhm.
But yeah. No, it would. I wouldn't feel right if we couldn't pay you back. That. Yeah.
The thing is, to me, is it wouldn't be a matter of you paying me back. It's purely just a simple fact is you guys are held in such a high regard in my life. I mean, you've been good friends to me. You've been good friends to Paolo. You've been good friends to everybody that has just joined this little group of ours. And so, even just trying to chip in just a little bit here and there, it just means the world. And I keep telling everybody, especially now, this is the funny part. I've got a friend called Zaid who lives in Saudi Arabia. Now, his parents, they are not exactly hard done by, but Zaid himself, all the money that he ends up having is purely by the money that he's hard worked for.
Mm-hmm.
And I've said to him on several occasions, and same thing as I'll say to everybody, I'm saying life is enough of a struggle as it is, but the good friends that you have in your life will makes it significantly easier. And even if something as little as just buying the latest game, or something as little as just, it's buying the little pack, or helping people out with groceries, or helping with just, just this one special DLC that's come out, and it's like, oh, fucking Snoop Dogg is the announcer for this thing, or, that's purely just random choice. It's something as small as that means a lot to certain people. And one of the things that I've always taken in regard when it comes to me with my spending, now I end up buying a lot of games specifically just trying to make people happy and try to join in with the, the conversation and the laughs and the giggles and everything. But, say for example, as of recently, I bought Georgie the full anniversary edition of Skyrim, so that includes all the DLCs, that includes all the special new shit that they added in the last 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
I bought that specifically so she can hang out with me, and then before that I bought Zaid a brand new horror game, and I bought Harry a brand new Christmas gift. I can't quite remember what it was. I think there's another. Nah, Harry is a bit of a. Nah, don't boo me. Harry is a bit of a friend of the League of Legends, fan base, and he wanted a game as of late, and I bought that for him. I bought Georgie the bakery simulator game, and again, it's not for the fact that I'm in such a not so much of a superior financial position. It's more so the fact that life is enough of a struggle as it is. It's just I'd much rather people be happy and have things that they can enjoy in life. And I just want to make sure that people are well content, you know? It's enough of a struggle for us to get by day as is because of the people, specifically the older generation that keeps pinning the blame on the younger generation.
Don't I fucking know it.
Don't we fucking know it?
Yeah.
But, you know, like, we won't get in that kind of debate, but it's enough of a struggle as is. And so just even so much as a little of a bit of, you know, mental relief goes a long mile. And I just want to be that person that can help out the people closest to me that just has that 30 minutes of just going, you know what? I fancy playing The Sims. I fancy playing Skyrim. I fancy playing Counter-Strike. I fancy playing, you know, this. And when they look at these skins in games or these characters that they've made, and they look back at me and go, oh yeah, do you know what? I remember that time when Stephen ended up offering the £50 for this extra DLC that EA decided to fucking cram down our throats. Corporate bullshit.
Yeah,
We had an entire conversation about The Sims yesterday, so because it's awful.
So you understand, you understand,
Yeah.
you know, these simplistic packs that are charging maybe like
It's-
$10
yeah.
at a chance.
Yeah.
You know? And you know, it's ridiculous. These gaming communities, they don't understand quite how that. Just even trying to create a comfortable middle ground, or where it's affordable and still worth the value. They still end up throwing you $25 fucking price tags at something that you could end up creating in 25 minutes in Blender type shit, you know.
Oh, dude, there was this company that I used to work for. I forgot this in my jobs. Oh, by the way, Best Buy. So my job at Best Buy was to just check in and out trucks, and it was a very like prehistoric system. And I mean, like, all it was is a truck would come in. They would say, "Hey, this is my appointment number," and I go, "Okay, I'll look it up in the system. See, oh, look, an auto grabber. I'll look it up in the system. See if you have an appointment today or not. If not, you gotta leave. If yes, you can go right through." That's all it is. It's essentially just look up an appointment number.
An auto grabber or an auto petter?
Auto grabber.
Damn.
That system cost Best Buy $20 million. Just they paid a developer $20 million for that. Like, are you fucking kidding me? I can make that in Python, and I don't even know Python in like 2 seconds.
Now the funniest thing is with Python has genuinely become the new main programming language, because it's a combination of all I say hardcore very loosely. All the hardcore coding languages been simplified into so much as simple as just print "hello world" as an array. Python has become the more accepted language amongst most modern day technologies, because it is it's incredibly simplistic. It's something that combines all the horrific combinations of arrays and identifying different I can't even fucking remember it off the top of my head. Like identifying the different results for certain codes. You can just fit everything within one bracket as opposed to fitting like one paragraph of code.
Right.
And a lot of modern day technology has been resorted to using Python as opposed to, say, C++ or C# and stuff like that. I mean, even with as I say, with Georgie, she's building prosthetics. She's building literally using like Arduinos and shit like that, where she's building limbs where people can, control them through electrical.
Yes. Yeah.
Electricity conducted through the muscle spasms.
Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Today
The more you know.
Electricity make body go whoom.
So with the nerves, the conductive system ends up registering these electrical pulses within, as I say, within your nervous system, which is she designs the machines which takes those electrical readings rather, that goes, hey, this person wants to bend their arm. They don't have an arm, but we will make them think that they have an arm.
Whoa.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
she designs the prosthesis that makes it so that the entire body doesn't reject this entire framework that she's built. Because hey, the human body, it fucking sucks.
Facts.
Facts.
Yeah. Fact, like genuinely, right? So we was talking about this earlier on today. We said about how her entire coursework, it basically explains that how a bunch of people sit there and go, hey, we want to have this oh so fantastic mechanical arm that can turn into a Swiss Army knife, that can cut logs, can cut can cut just, I don't know, like meats, can cook fish, all kind of stuff, like how they end up explaining how cyborgs look like in Treasure Planet.
Mm-hmm.
They take that kind of concept and like, hey, yeah, that's possible in real life. But Georgie's the person that looks into the science and the biology behind that and goes, hang on a second, no, bones are stupid. Bones will end up looking at that metal and just go, hey, we will not support this. Like we look at this thing and it's like, hey, that's foreign. We reject this. You should not.
America much? I'm sorry. I had to take the opportunity.
But genuinely, the human body takes these foreign entities and foreign materials and just goes, hey, that doesn't belong in here. We don't accept this, and then the bones will gradually end up crushing in upon itself.
Holy shit.
And just going, yeah. So, for example, if we decided, hey, Cyberpunk, I want an arm that can shoot a rocket launcher.
Yeah.
No. Body just goes, no, too much of this particular material. We're not allowed.
Heavy metals poisoning.
Yeah, you're gonna turn into a cyber psycho.
Exactly. But Georgie is the person that decides to go, hey, no, listen, buddy, listen, this material works. And I want to make sure that this person here can have a third arm that can carry their shopping.
Whoa.
So, one of the things that I've said to Georgie as of recently, I went to her and went, listen, I know that you can't build me a complete prosthesis that makes me shoot, make me shoot confetti from my arms or whatever, but I want to have a third arm. I want to be able to carry my shopping without no care in the world. And she went, you know what? I could probably do that. And so this is I mean, not even just purely just for this entire speculation concept of me wanting to have this third arm. I want to endorse this behavior and thought process that she has, where she can push the boundaries of the typical, you can't do this, you can't build this person's extra leg, you can't build this person's extra hand to stop them from wanting to. And now this is the part where it goes dark. With a lot of veterans, they end up losing their hands, arms, and limbs, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, it ends up making them think that it ends up getting, if you lose an arm or a leg, you think that's it. Excuse me, my apologies. And Georgie is the person where she goes, you know what? This person who's sitting there thinking, hey, I have no hand. Fuck it. I'm gonna give you these hook hands.
Word.
And these hook hands. Now she's told me this on several occasions. Hook hands, and in terms of prosthesis, are significantly more beneficial to a person than an actual hand, because if you end up taking a hook hand, for example, your brain is still learning to adapt. Your brain is still learning to overcome the obstacles of, say, you can't twist your wrists. You can't, you can't carry things, you can't grab things per se. but you're learning with your forearms to grip the things you're trying to grab. And like, you know, if we were to build, say, like a robo hand, like you Swiss Army knife, you could build a blade or a gun or whatever into your arm. That would end up confusing your human body into the point of where it goes, hang on a second, this alien material, I mean, it could be something for us to be simple as, say, iron or steel or whatever. The body would sit there looking at it and go, hang on, no, foreign material? Fuck that. Not allowed in my biological environment. Not allowed. And it will genuinely start degrading your bones.
Holy shit.
Yeah, genuinely. Your human body would genuinely start shutting down because of you've got this, you know, hypersensitive, super grapple hook arm. And it's quite a scary concept. Because, you know, you look in, let's say, for example, like G.I. Joe or, you know, Captain America, the Winter Soldier, for example, building a complete adamantium arm. If you were to recreate that in real life, their entire bone structure in their, like, left shoulder would just go, no, nerves die, bone, no.
Starford's done.
And it's just a limb, this metal limb that just kind of hangs off your body.
Gross.
Yeah, exactly. So, as I say, Georgie is the type of is the group of scientists, or part of the group of scientists that decide to go, hey, if we end up making it so that people can have a hook, their brain remains active, they are able to work on particular structure. You know, if they're working to grab certain things, they are, you know, they have to use their brain for it, which keeps their brain muscles active. They keep their physical muscles active. The bone, like bone structure, doesn't decide to go, hey, you know, break. We are not going to accept this. It's of like a functional. I don't know how Gibb said, like a functional mess, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
That just kind of accepts everything, despite the amount of criticism and, you know, certain limitations. It's, you know, it's very, very all biologically entertaining of how like everything reacts. It's like as of the last, I want to say 6 years, maybe less than that. Also, you go steal your ice cream, Alexandria. Go get your ice cream.
Yeah, I've eaten like fucking probably like 20 ice cream bars during this entire like last 2 days.
This entire setting, I think I've been through half a bag of pretzels. I've been tempted to open up my second bag of popcorn, and I am on my... I don't want to disclose the amount of beer cans I've been through. However, my alcohol tolerance is significantly high because I'm Irish, partly.
Irish. So am I.
I'm Irish. Part of my heritage is fucking Irish. Part of me Irish is leading into Scottish.
I am half Irish, half Scottish. I think we talked about this before too.
We have.
I'm busy.
I describe myself as the human mongrel because I have a combination of Irish, Scottish, French Canadian, rather not American, French Canadian, and German in my bloodline. The French Canadian and the Irish comes from my dad's side of the bloodline. Then I've got Scottish and French Canadian from the other side of my bloodline.
I think I'm 50% Scottish, 50% Irish, and like a little bit of Native American.
Half Mexican, half Greek. Now, still to this day, hands down, as much as I end up butchering the language, the Greek has the absolutely the most amazing gyros.
Facts.
Like to mankind. Genuinely, I went to a Greek restaurant Now, albeit that at the end of that evening ended up leading me to end up having a massive debate of where I was threatening to get somebody arrested, but the entirety of that evening, I ended up getting a chicken gyro. I ended up having a baklava with vanilla ice cream, and I kid you not, it was the most absolutely fantastic, sweetest baklava I end up having. It was fantastic. I say fantastic, but I don't say it loosely. It was genuinely the most flakiest pastry. It had the nutty flavour. It had the sweetness of the ice cream. It ended up having an overkick of sugar that was just mind-blowing. It was really, 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 really good. And albeit the only downside to that evening was the price that they decided that it was going to charge me, because by the end of the evening I'm pretty sure I spent like £60. But to put that into perspective, that was covering about 3 other people's dinner as well for that one sitting. The following sitting was about another 3-4 people's as well. But baklava is fantastic. Yeah. Baklava sundae is the best.
I am allergic to nuts, so I would not know, unfortunately. Hold on, I am being requested to mute my microphone. Hold on.
Okie dokie. But genuinely, baklava 100% is one of my favorite desserts. I keep screaming. Now, before the girlfriend that I'm currently with now, like, bless her soul, I love her to pieces. The girlfriend before I end up having my current girlfriend, she was Iranian, and one of the dishes that I swore by is I wanted her to make me baklava, and like her mother was saying about how that she would end up making it for me, but I mean, being Iranian and end up having an Arabic dish / well, not the Arabic, Greek dish, rather, I should say. You know, she was like, oh yeah, I'll make it. She made, now, bless her heart, she's a fantastic woman. Now, my ex-girlfriend, not so much. Her mother, fantastic. Her father, awesome. But her and of herself, she's a horrific person, and I couldn't care less if she ended up having her car break down tomorrow. But
Damn, that's real cold, man.
I know.
Car broke down.
But,
you evil bastard!
I'm horrific. I know. But yeah, she attempted to make baklava for me at one stage, and it turned out to be fantastic. She ended up making everything homemade. She ended up getting all of the eggs, all homegrown. Well, I say homegrown, fucking home produced. They had a collection of chickens and pigeons in the back garden, so Christ knows what kind of eggs I was eating. But she had pigeons, she had eggs, she ended up having bees, so that was where the extra sugar and sweetness came from. But it was top notch baklava. And the only other place that I've managed to go to in the UK that could top that was a Greek restaurant in a place called Colchester. When I end up funny enough, when I ended up first trying it, it was when I took Paolo there with our friend group, and there's one particular person I've definitely mentioned them before. I don't know if you remember them. Their name's Zach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm friends with him.
Hey.
On Steam, at least. Is he the Abyss guy?
Abyss.
Oh, let me look.
Really quick.
Arbiter. Who's Arbiter?
Arbiter's Tom.
Oh.
Yeah, Arbiter's Tom. No.
Really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Does starfruit grow in the fall?
No.
I believe.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Every season.
Yeah. You just spend a ton of money and it's all gonna get wasted.
It's
Hang on,
fine.
let me Google.
Wait, we can just restart the day.
We can just restart the day.
Are you okay
This
with
is
that?
true.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Fruit. Starfruit? Carambola? Hang on a second.
My phone just died.
Okay, let me check. Starfruit is a crop that grows from.
I also have a
starfruit
Greek
seeds
Mexican
after
friend at work too. Oh my god, the food that he brings in, delicious.
fantastic. Absolutely
Where's what I'm
fantastic.
looking for?
I tell you what, still to this day, Greek food that ends up getting cooked traditionally, top notch. I love the Greek food that end up coming into me.
If you ever come out here, there's this little Greek shop. I can't say the name of it, but it's like full authentic. They got like fucking cooking equipment I've never even seen before in my life. They make awesome food.
Dude, genuinely, midway through next year, if Georgie isn't struggling for financial, which she shouldn't, I will be out there. I'm gonna get my passport in the next couple of months.
Yeah, I took Paulo. Sorry,
I was
go.
gonna say, I genuinely, I could sit here right now and put in through and get my passport sorted out now and get my driving lessons sorted out. That's much of a comfortable position I'm in.
Yeah, because I took two things. One, I took Cry and Paulo out shooting, but you know what's one thing they didn't do while they were here? I didn't have one at a time, but I have it now. You can come shoot my rifle.
I was gonna say, is it that I was gonna keep it on the download, the thing that you've been talking about in the chat. I've been keeping an eye on that.
Yeah.
The Daka Daka.
Yeah, I'm okay with it saying on here. Yeah, my AR-15, and it is fun
Which
to
is
shoot.
perfectly legal within your state.
Yes, it is.
Because it is a semi-automatic rifle, and it is not a fully automatic, which is not accessible to civilians.
Brother, do you know what an FRT is?
I do not.
Oh, I'm gonna blow your fucking mind. I'm not even gonna tell you it. Look up AR-15 FRT and watch the first video you see.
AR-15 FRT. The first video I see is from PSR. The ATF loves this trigger. 3-position FRT.
I don't know what specific video to send you. Just watch any one of them, and they should show what I'm gonna show you.
Garantham is typically got a lot of one of the channels I watch specifically, so I should watch this.
Gonna blow your mind.
The ATF absolutely hates this trigger.
Just watch them shoot the gun.
That is not a burst. That is first.
So legally, it's not fully automatic. What it does is it resets the reset point so you can shoot again. But by legal definition, it's not an automatic weapon. So FRTs are triggered modifications that are legal that you can put onto pistols and rifles right now.
Okay.
So I don't have an FRT on my rifle, but I plan on getting eventually an AR-15 Guardian from FN and put in an FRT or super safety on that. And then you can watch some of these like side-by-sides of fully automatic versus FRTs, and there's virtually no difference. It's just they're legally protected. And FRTs were even taken to the Supreme Court, and they said, nope, it's not technically fully automatic, so you're good. So yeah, we have those now.
I'm pretty sure at one stage Now, don't get me wrong, not to disrespect the American government by any means, but the ATF decided that they was going to end up saying anything that holds a stock or is capable of holding a rifle sling is classified as a rifle and is therefore illegal.
Yeah.
Specifically with the pistol the pistol calibers. So when you end up having pistols that could fire like 9x19, that could shoot rapid fire, but they end up having a specific stock or specific rifle sling on them, end up making it so that they just went, hey, no, that's not allowed. Nuh-uh.
Yeah, so I think what you're talking about is bump stocks, and they did successfully ban that, which is wild because this isn't my quote. I'm quoting Brandon Herrera here, another great YouTuber. He said that, dude, the ATF isn't a legislative branch. They're not allowed to pass laws, but here they are passing laws. My
Of course,
thing,
because government is corrupt regardless of country.
yeah, my ultimate opinion on this is that
What are you
personally,
buying?
greenhouse starfruit.
Oh, okay.
My personal opinion is that out here, just what I'm personally seeing in my 9 months on this job, it is I've seen 3 people with illegally 3D printed Glock switches that have turned their Glocks fully automatic. And problem is, well, I can't have a fully automatic Glock, but you're telling me these criminals are allowed to have it just because they do it and the police don't find out about it? And these are the only ones that we ended up catching. Like, there's a lot of people here that have fully automatic weapons, but the civilians can't have them, but criminals can, as long as they don't get caught. That's what bothers me. The problem is, like, I think there's a 5-to-1 ratio in firearms in the United States, and I'll give up my gun as soon as you collect all 1 billion of them and destroy all of them in the world, make shit even again. But if the people who are breaking into people's houses have automatic weapons, I kind of want to have an automatic weapon to go up against that myself.
Yeah.
Not to get political.
No, of course. But you want to know the scary thing?
Hmm.
And so, because of the entire thought process of this, well, if they have some so-and-so, then I want to have so-and-so.
Mm-hmm.
It's genuinely getting to the stage now where the UK has started actually understanding as to whether or not they should start implementing, well, firearms. And so, now, from a logical standpoint, from the people who actually have a brainstem, it sounds rather quite logical. But the people who don't have a brainstem decides to go, ha ha, shoot, shoot, bang, bang.
Dad, why do you place it?
There's a large
Why?
population. Sorry.
I'm listening to you, Steve. I'm listening to you. Keep going.
There's a large population within our country that lacks brain cells.
Mm-hmm.
And so having access to firearms, specifically the fact that we've started enabling it to have firing ranges in our country that allows you to shoot over 22 LR, the fact that this decided to make these things so much more accessible for the standard stereotypically British saying here, rapscallion, that decides that they're going to end up pulling such horrific crimes on the streets, being, pulling such horrific things that happens to specifically the female gender, because of allow us to enable these people into our country.
Hey, I've heard about that.
Which actually got rather quite horrifically bad over the last year. These people are saying, hey, allow us to be able to fight back against this oppression of sorts. Not quite so much as the Second Amendment, but more so of just like, hey, you're being fucking stupid, let me slap the shit out of you and get away with it legally.
Yes.
So as I say, it's slowly and progressively it's starting to be implemented within the UK government. However, if Keir Starmer keeps fucking shit up for the rest of us because of stupid agreements and making it so that transgender people can't use the same bathrooms as people, as and I quote, regular people, it's going to end up causing a lot more problems than what it's worth.
My biggest... I'm sorry, were you going to say something?
No. Go ahead.
My biggest thing was, and I actually, I've had this conversation with a lot of different people. When we see burglaries, specifically violent burglaries, and this is a statistic seen all across the United States, I have the link to it. Violent burglaries are usually done in groups of people, so about 5 different people. They all hit a house at one point in time, and they all have guns. So when I leave home and I go to work and Nikki here is home alone, I'm not worrying about 5 people breaking in because she has an AR-15 with 60 rounds next to her bedside, locked and loaded, and she's trained in how to use it. So I'm
Alongside a Glock 17, I think. Is that what you? I think that was the last thing you remembered. I remember you telling me that she had a Glock 17.
no so I have a Smith and Wesson MMP 9. It's
That's the one.
specifically the metal version. It's all metal. Um,
I am stupid. I'm not rehearsed in firearms as I thought I was.
Very cool. And we had a the fuck is it? We had a CZ P10C, which is very similar to a Glock.
That
But-
might have been the one I got confused with.
Yeah, it was very similar to Glock. Very, very similar. I ended up selling it to my dad because I pay for my own car insurance, but it's under his name. So I was like, here, just take my gun and consider us paid for the next 2 years. So I didn't want to worry about it anymore. Yeah, and now I'm looking to get a ARP, which is to what we were just talking about. It's an AR pistol. Essentially, it's a rifle. Just it has a shorter barrel than 16 inches, so the ATF defines it as a pistol, even though it's not. It's definitely a rifle. I'm gonna get a 10.5-inch 300 blackout subsonic AR pistol, and that'll be a little bit better for home defense, being that it's tight quarters here. So I'm comfortable in the fact that knowing that Nikki's gonna send a few people to the motherfucking grave if they try breaking in while I'm not home.
A wise man once said, 9mm ends up killing the body, 45 ACP kills the soul.
Yeah, so the 45 ACP is like, you've played Warframe, right?
Mm-hmm.
In Warframe terms, 45 ACP is impact, while 9mm is puncture.
Yeah.
So like 9mm is for killing somebody, 45 ACP is for like just generally stopping them. And you would think so, but since it holds less power and it's a thicker round, it goes slower, so it's not as much penetration. So I actually choose to carry 9. You can also fit more bullets in 9mm, and more bullets, more chances you got to hit them. I mean, if you carry 45, that's fine. My partner at work carries 45. And then so I carry the standard 5.56 223 in my rifle right now, but I'm actually going to, for my AR pistol that I want to have for home defense, is going to be a 300 blackout, which I don't know if you're familiar with the round, but essentially it's like
It's
it
5.56, but slightly bigger, but a little bit more skinnier around.
yeah, it's like it's like an AK-47 round 7.62, but has less powder and is a bit smaller, and it doesn't puncture through walls as well as the 5.56 does. So it's great stopping power for home defense because it's a big ass fucking round and it has decent amount of powder in it. But because it's a bigger round, and it has less powder than 5.56, you have less of a chance to over penetrate and shoot through your wall and hit somebody on the fucking sidewalk. Also, I noticed when I started talking about guns, I lost like 10 viewers. My bad.
No, I do apologize. Sorry, everybody.
No, I want to talk about guns. I want to talk about guns. Fuck you.
Gun safety is very important, especially.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong, for being in foreign lands and being in a country that doesn't hold firearms as a protective measurement, I have always been an endorsement and more of a supporter towards being able to defend yourself rightfully. Now, whether that includes having access to firearms or having access to particular sharp objects, but within the UK, of being within a situation of where our self-defense ends up including the person who is attacking you has to be aware of the thing you're going to hit them with, is kind of bullshit law. Especially considering the fact that people have actively been robbed with by people with machetes, but have the people who have decided to do the mugging has been shivved by people who have got the hidden blades, for example. The hidden blades including anything that hides a blade within the handle / folding blades. You know, in an act of self-defense, the person who has been held in the act of self-defense has been regarded as the bad person in this scenario because, hey, you didn't disclose to the person who's attacking you you have a knife in your hand that is, 4 inches long. And that's the part where the UK government goes, hey, no, shaky finger, not allowed.
Yeah, so there's a smart way to do the law around guns, and it's done smartly around here, where specifically in the state I live in. And there's two things. One, if you have a gun and you instigate a fight and that person draws a weapon on you and you kill them, first of all, you think you'd be justified because will they kill you? Yes. Can they kill you? Yes. Are they going to kill you if you don't kill them first? Yes. Then those three things have been met to commit legal homicide. That's ability, means, and opportunity. You have to have all three to commit legal homicide. However, if you instigated the fight, even though you had those three elements, you're going to jail for murder because you were the instigator. And then fuck, what was the other one? Damn it. Oh yeah. The courts would prefer that after you shoot somebody, it isn't mandatory, but they really prefer that after you shoot somebody, you then tend to legal aid to them. So if you just shoot somebody and you walk away, you can't do that. You gotta call at least 911 or find somebody who can call 911 so they can get aid. And if you can't do that, they expect you to give aid to that person. Although you can generally get away with it, but you're way more likely to win your homicide case for self-defense if you try to save the person who just tried to kill you, which is shitty, but yeah. Steve?
He's really far away.
I cannot hear you, Steve. Unless he left without telling us, goddammit, and I just said all that. I don't have to re-say it.
No, he could hear you. He was saying something, but he was really far away from his mic.
Hello, cat. Hello. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I do apologize. The cat had declared that she wanted to make her presence known. Come on. Hello, cat. Hello. Hello.
Were you able to hear me, though, about the self-defense gun law?
I heard everything.
Okay.
So, I was going to say, there was a scenario quite a few years back now. It was an act of self-defense within the UK. So, within the UK, as long as you are proven to be sound of mind, and you have proven that you don't have a criminal record within the last X amount of years, I don't know the exact date, or the exact amount of years, but as long as you can prove that you are mentally stable and you're not going to end up going around murdering people, you can get yourself a firearms license in the UK. There was a scenario. Now, as I say, this became a joke because of the UK government being fucking stupid.
Oh, nice.
So there was a scenario of quite a few years ago as to where this old couple they was living in this farmland. They had a little cottage out in the middle of nowhere, and these people decided it's a so fantastic idea that they was going to try and rob them. So the people who owned the little land, they decided they were going to defend their house, and it was like, hey, you know what? I don't want somebody robbing my house. You know, this is not a fantastic idea. This is not good. We don't accept this. And so the I don't know how to put it, it's not the master, the gentleman of the house, I should say. The man of the house, he ended up shooting this person and injuring them. Not a fatal wound, just enough to end up being more of a correctional thing, being like, hey, you step foot in this property one more time, you are not going to be so lucky to be able to hop away. He ended up shooting him in the leg, and the person who owned the house ended up suffering the so wonderful UK jurisdiction and laws. They end up putting him into 25 years into prison.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, where I live, have you ever heard of the castle doctrine?
I have not, no.
Steve, your cat is purring so loud.
I'm sorry.
And it's so cute.
That's Jess Cat. She's decided she wants to be the center of attention. The conversation does not matter. She has become the furball of the microphone.
So where I live, there's something called the castle doctrine, and essentially it means that no matter the circumstance, if somebody breaks your threshold of your house, which is like they can be in your yard, but if they break the threshold of your door, like they step 1 foot through your door frame, you can shoot them and you'll be completely fine. It's the home version of stand your ground law.
Okay.
So yeah, you'd be okay over here if that happened. I mean, you come into my house, like especially like if you think like we're my partner and I were talking about this the other day. We nearly one of the things we do is we check vacant houses. We just open the door, go through them, clear them. We find people sleeping in there occasionally and whatnot. We're just like, get the fuck out of here, bro. But the company failed to tell us that this one house was no longer vacant. And I go to pull on the door and I feel that like, oh shit, this door's unlocked. But luckily my partner radios me and he's like, hey, shit, dude, I see your dishes in the sink. This place isn't vacant. And I go, oh fuck. So I step away and then he was like, we got really pissed talking about it. It's like, what if there was a single mother there living there with 4 daughters and we broke the threshold of her house? She would have fucking obliterated us if she had a rifle. So I got really pissed on the company, but like she within her right, like you don't know why we're coming into your house. We're not welcome there, and most of the time if somebody's coming into your house, they're there to rape, kill, and steal. So you're well within your right to send that motherfucker to Jesus.
Yeah. No,
How
of
long
course.
does
If somebody's
truffle-
breaching your... Sorry, I do apologize, Nikki. Go ahead.
How long does truffle oil take?
I don't know, look it up.
I was going to say, the way how I see it is if you are perfectly within your rights as a human being to protect your property. So if you have legally purchased your land or rented your building, you're within your rights to protect that property. If somebody decides to break into that land, then you have every fiber of your being that just goes, hey, you know what? No, you shouldn't be here. If you're non-cooperative, baseball bat. If baseball bat don't work, extreme measures.
So people who are inexperienced with this sort of thing will say like, I commonly hear, okay, so you care more about your property than somebody's life. It's like that's not at all. Like, if they've got some sort of fucking mental disorder and they're breaking into my shit just to steal my TV, yeah, of course I'd rather them live than have my TV. I wouldn't want to kill them. The problem is we can't guarantee what they're actually there for. I can't guarantee he's just there for my car keys. He's just there for my TV. Like most people have wives and children to protect. Like, and even if they came in and said, hey, I'm just here to steal your TV, don't kill me. Like, okay, he could be lying. And it's the castle doctrine is there to protect you. Be like, well, we can't prove that. So if he's got a gun on him, especially an illegal automatic weapon, I'm not going to take my chances. And that's what we're protected under. No, it's just a visual event.
Of course. Because the thing is, at the end of the day, as much as you want to be trustworthy with people, people aren't trustworthy. Humans are disgraceful. They decide that they want to hide the information away from people as much as they possibly can, and that's what makes them the most lying scumbags on the planet.
And I have a unique... Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were done. You weren't done.
No, go ahead.
I apologize. I have a very unique insight into this. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm like, this is one of the topics I care about heavily. So there's this one girl. We get called to her house because she says that her ex-boyfriend has been threatening her. And I go and I talk to her more, and she comes out immediately. She's crying and sobbing and screaming, what's going on? Her boyfriend broke into her house. Her ex-boyfriend broke into her house, beat the shit out of her, knocked her unconscious from beating the shit out of her, and then raped her. So I talked to her, and I'm like, dude, like, I'm going to be real fucking real with you. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not great at emotional stuff, but you need to get a firearm. Like, yeah, this isn't, like, it's just going to happen again. Like, I can't, the guy left the scene. We don't know exactly who he is or where he is. I cannot get this guy. He will, and he is going to come back. You need to go buy a firearm tonight. And this is a common example of what I give when people say, oh, waiting periods. Well, she needed a gun that night. They need to be mentally, need a mental psychological test. And then wait, like, no, she's probably not in the greatest mindset to complete a psychological test. But the thing is, she was just fucking raped, and she's gonna get it again tomorrow unless she has a firearm to defend herself. Like, she doesn't have any family to go to or anything like that. She has to stay there, and windows are made out of fucking glass, and they can break the door down easily. Plus, he's probably armed too. Go get a firearm. So then she does, and the dude ends up coming back like we fucking called it, and we don't have the manpower to just sit on her house. I've got an entire county to look after, unfortunately. And it's the way it is. We don't have the manpower to sit on her house. And yeah, she had that gun, and he was unable to do what he attempted to do again last night.
Which is fantastic. I'm glad that the woman managed to defend herself. Albeit it took to the extent of such extreme measures, but
yeah.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, my department is has a policy that specifically states we're not supposed to encourage people to carry firearms, which is stupid. I know. And I literally said, hey, I'm not supposed to tell you this, but you need to go get a gun tonight, or else this shit is gonna happen again.
The thing is, there is a sense of civil dispute and civil service, but there's also the sense of just respect for the humanity as is. You don't want to end up being in a situation of where you're like, oh, my job doesn't declare me to be able to do X, Y, and Z thing, or tell you to go out and get this thing here that would make your life significantly better. And then, if you knowing on your conscience, you would end up being in the situation of, oh, well, if I told so-and-so that they should have ended up doing this thing, that would end up making sure that they could end up living for an additional, day or a couple of weeks or whatever, they would have been able to defend themselves. As opposed to just sitting idly by being like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna shrug my shoulders and let the government let the government do as they do.
Yeah, and a lot of it. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I do apologize for cutting you off.
No, I cut you off.
That's one of the things that people end up taking into consideration nowadays. Is it's not so much of a caring for the fellow man type situation. It's more so of a, what, fuck everybody, fuck people who end up believing this thing, fuck people who believe in that thing, you believe in this particular thing, fuck that religion, that don't exist. It's, there's less of a mutual agreement or an acceptance of what people decide that they want to believe in, as opposed to, I'm just going to point, click and shoot, and to try and answer all of my problems, which is a terrifying thought.
Yeah.
Being in a scenario of, you could wake up tomorrow morning and being like, hey, one person's had a bad day, they decided that it was going to blow $25 on a gambling site, and they decided they're going to end up shooting 5 people tomorrow. That's a terrifying thought.
Yeah, and
it's because of those... Sorry. It's because of those mental instabilities with the large majority of people. Is why should we should reinforce the gun training, the understanding of the Second Amendment in a lot of schools specifically, and it's just even understanding of holding firearms and the main reason why they exist. Within the communities is a very, very important. And again, I mean, watching a lot of Brandon Herrera and watching a lot of Donut Operator and Demolition Ranch, they all tend to lean towards the understanding of how firearms work, the reason why they exist, and the understanding of that they're not there to destroy people, but purely just of a thought process of they are there to defend yourselves, especially when there is an oppressive, force, being whether or not if somebody's trying to break into your house or people are trying to, take away your freedom of existing or freedom of rights. I mean, the whole idea behind, now, don't quote me on this, I may be wrong, my history is a bit sketchy, but the idea behind the Second Amendment is that the US rather, the US like citizens disagree with what the US government decides to come up with, that is their way to raise arms and fight against the government to be like, hey, no, this is fucking stupid. We need you to decide to do something that's gonna benefit everybody and not just decide to throw this shit into the depths of hell.
Yeah, so since I just accidentally sent a note in the fucking group chat because I'll forget what I want to talk about mid-sentence. So I was trying to write it down. I accidentally hit the send button. Let me provide context real quick. You're talking about that. I was kind of thinking about, you know how like when the Hamas kidnappings first happened in Israel? Man, that fucking comment lost me a lot of viewers. Holy shit. You really think that all these motherfuckers really would have been kidnapped if they had firearms? No, we hold in court, bitch. You ain't fucking kidnapping me. You will not survive being taken to a second location. You gonna have to kill me. I've told Nikki, anytime if somebody wants to come up and try to kidnap you, make them kill you or get away. There is no getting taken. Like, you're gonna have to shoot me in the chest in the car. I will become such a fucking menace. You're gonna have to kill me.
A wise man once said, "We do not negotiate with terrorists."
Yeah, precisely. So if everyone who got kidnapped at like home or was at the like, imagine if everybody at that event was armed. What? There's like 1,000 people there. Imagine if every one of them was carrying. Like, they're winning against a terrorist organization, and that's the mentality that 2A people are trying to say. Like, hey. Like, there's this popular video out there talking about, like, if somebody robs a bank, but everybody in the bank is armed, that robber ain't winning. And I want to add to that specifically, and you got to understand, like, so when I was defending rifles, I was having an argument with somebody, and they were, like, saying that we need to ban all rifles, and I was bringing up the points I was bringing up. And they were like, you just want to have a rifle because you want the ability to mow people down. And I go, no. I've owned this rifle for a while. That thought did not even come close to entering my mind. You are the one who thought of that, and you scare the hell out of me now that you thought about that. When I think about my firearms, I think of it purely as a way to protect the people that I love, not to instigate any conflict.
Yeah. It's like having the ability to protect yourself, and then people who end up looking at that ability to protect yourself and using it as a weapon. That is the difference between the two different types of people. See, in a given scenario, if anybody who has like 2 brain cells, respectfully, they will end up looking at a situation and being like, hey, no, I don't want so-and-so to pass. I don't want my family to pass. I want to protect the land and the house that I own and the people that I am close with, as opposed to the people who's just like, you know what, fire, explosions, gunshots, everything, let's turn everything into a GTA lobby. That's when carnage explodes.
Yeah.
And the larger majority of the people are just like, hey, no, we just want to defend ourselves. If so-and-so ends up having access to this 3D printed firearm that has been running rampant on the streets for the past 2 weeks, which still surprises me to this day about how they've managed to even develop this kind of technology. Like running around with a 3D printed Glock, the idea isn't to sit there and encourage that behavior. It's more so just shut that down and be like, hey, look, if you want to defend yourself, do it through the legal means, not through, hey, fuck it, I'm going to end up printing something that I can get out of my shed or whatever. And again, as I say, I've been very much of somebody who endorses the thought process of being able to protect your family. Like, if somebody in your country has access to these firearms, you have every single right in your being to defend against these people within the equal grounds. Not so. I say equal grounds like in the UK government sense. Equal grounds of being, if somebody comes to your house with a shotgun, you have every equal right to defend yourself, regardless of whatever regardless whatever means that is rather. So if you end up having, say, somebody ends up pushing your house with a 12 gauge shotgun, right, and they're firing birdshot just to try and hold you hostage or whatever to rob the shit from your house. You have every being in your, you have every fiber of your being to decide that to disable that person, not kill them per se, but to shoot them in the leg or like wind down the situation in a rhetorical sense. Like you have every control over that scenario. I mean, it's very much difficult to think in that situation again. Like, I mean, thinking back to when I was hit by the car, you don't think in that scenario. You're just like, fuck, okay, this immediate thing, this immediate thing happens. Somebody's pulling something on you. You're just sitting there going, well, shit, how the fuck do I get out of this scenario and protect the people I care for? And a lot of government protection nowadays, specifically within the UK and US, they just look at the situation and go, oh, well, you know what, so-and-so is held accountable for holding the sharp object or holding the firearm in this. Fuck you, you're the one who's going to end up dealing with the problems. And as I say, when it comes to the self-defense within the UK, it ends up being a massive argument as to whether or not if you're able to wound said person that comes to push into your house. There was a woman, bless her, there was this old dear, all about 6 years ago. She ended up having somebody break into her house. Her husband passed away, well, not passed away, she like death's door, rather, with Parkinson's, amnesia, and some other kind of mental condition. She was left alone to look after this gentleman, and she ended up having somebody break into her house, and they threatened to kill her.
Mm-hmm.
And in the UK government, in an act of self-defense, this woman who ended up using a kitchen knife, mind you, to defend herself, was charged because of, it was an undisclosed weapon. She pulled it out of nowhere. The person who broke into the house wasn't aware of the fact that the weapon existed.
Yeah, but he could probably easily overpower her. And that's the thing
100%.
the thing in the United States, which I really like, is across the board we have generally the same law. Is the only way you can shoot and kill someone is, do they have the ability to kill you? So that would be a knife. Do they have the opportunity to kill you? That would be close proximity. And if it's a firearm, they just have to be within range. And do they have the intent to kill you? And those are important because I can say, hey, I'm going to fucking kill you and I got this knife, but I'm 2 miles away, so you're missing opportunity, right? Or you have opportunity and you have intent, hey, I'm going to fucking kill you and I'm close to you, but I don't have a weapon to do so. However, what's interesting about that, and similar to like in your case, we talk a lot about so I'm small in stature, so if somebody who is like 7 feet tall and built like a tank is close to me and says, hey, I'm gonna kill you, and I'm gonna use my fist to do so, I can actually shoot and kill him, even though he's completely unarmed. Because can he kill me? Oh yeah, because he's like 3 feet taller than me. He's built like a motherfucking tank. If I don't shoot him, I will die. I see. This is one of the reasons I can't move to the UK as much as Paula wants me to. Is like, you come into my house, you're dying. You try to kill me or my wife on the street, you dying, and I don't want that shit challenged at all.
Yeah. Genuinely, the UK laws, already was ridiculous. They're just slowly and progressively getting worse, depending on which person ends up getting voted into power. And one of the things I have been very much of a strong believer before has been the capability of being able to defend yourself against, or defend your family, rather.
Mm-hmm.
Defend yourself or your family. In and of a whole. It should be something that shouldn't be overlooked, especially in terms of mental stability. If you're given, now again, this is very purely fictional and worst case scenario. If you're in a situation where everything's all broken out, law has just disregarded, and everything's all going to shit, the people who are trying to claw to humanity are just in a situation of, hey, so and so is, like, rifle trained, but I can't reach this, said person because of, hey, this law, like, debides me of, refuses me access to be able to do this thing.
Yeah, and
You're...
sorry.
Yeah, sorry. No, go ahead.
Yeah, and what people don't understand is police are reactive. They're not proactive. Like, yes, you can argue, oh, they're a deterrent, but when it comes to like specific violent cases, no, they're reactive. Like, because I'm gonna tell you, 99% of the cases I deal with on the street, we only know about them and we're only responding to them because somebody called us. We're reacting to them calling us. I can't just know that somebody's gonna break into your house and preemptively go there and shoot them as soon as they enter the door. Like, no, it doesn't work that way. And the average police response time across the United States is 7 minutes. But I've called okay. I really hope this doesn't get me taken down. So within the context of my duty, I've held 6 people at gunpoint. We were clearing a house and they were not supposed to be there. So we held them and we called for backup. It took backup 2 hours to arrive. That was a 2-hour police response time. What if they pulled weapons on us and we didn't have weapons? What if switch it around? What if these 6 people broke into my house? What, I gotta wait 2 hours for police to show up? I'm gonna be already fucking dead and robbed by then. I want an ability to be able to handle things my own responsibly. I'm a goddamn adult. Let me do it.
100%.
Also, I have to end the stream because Nikki has to go to bed, unfortunately. But thank you, everyone who has joined. Sorry if it was a bit political within the last hour. You're going to find that a lot on my channel if you stick around. I don't really have a filter, and I enjoy talking about this sort of thing. And
I do apologize. It was kind of my fault for instigating the conversation.
No, I love talking about this sort of thing, and like, remember, this is what I do for an actual living. And I think it's really important that more people know about this sort of thing with all the misinformation out there. And I feel like since I'm on the front line seeing this thing on a daily basis, I have part of a responsibility to talk about it. Like, the news doesn't know what the fuck's going on. Most of the shit that we deal with doesn't make the news. And the stuff that does make the news, it's either wrong or it's heavily watered down. Like our shit that makes the news, I'm like, that didn't fucking happen that way. No. So I feel like it's up to the responsibility of the people that are actually in the field to talk about it, to get the truth out there.
Oh, 100%. Definitely. It's far more beneficial to understand everything from a first-hand experience, as opposed to just speculation on the internet or listening to some random whack job decide to go, hey, gun bad.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm willing to sit down with anybody and everybody and talk about it. It's like, as long as we can keep it respectful. I've done a bunch of debates like this, and debating is the only way to really get things done. There's violence doesn't solve anything. Just calling each other stupid, and I'm not going to talk to you. I'm going to go sit in my own echo chamber. Like, I'm a part of. So I'm not Republican, I'm not Democrat, I would consider myself a libertarian, and I'm in like anti-libertarian, anti-gun groups all over the internet because I like hearing what they have to say. I'm interested in their argument because, God forbid I could be wrong, and I want to hear about it. I want to know, and that's something I don't see most people doing, is they just sit into these echo chambers where they just want to hear the opinion that they believe in constantly repeated back to them instead of seeking debate and criticism for their ideals.
Yeah.
All right, let me end this stream. Thank you all for joining. Discord's in the description. We post there immediately when we go live. I swear to God, that post when I go live is faster than me actually clicking the live button. Anytime a video goes up as well, the second it does, it's get posted there too. You can try subscribing. I mean, you might get notified. I don't know. YouTube's pretty horrible at actually notifying people. But yeah.